isn't it?
Me too.
It's
going
2.
live.
Awesome.
Ooh, D&D, AD&D.
Yeah.
So I have never played Baldur's Gate. So does that mean the characters have THAC0 scores?
Yes.
My
but I don't know that
Fancy
system.
Grounds
I mean, I want to buy it myself when it comes on sale.
Don't worry, even people that played AD&D don't know that system.
Well, I know, but like, I want to get 1 and 2 when they come on sale. So, because like, I want to know the story, but I'm looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3 because I can actually be like, oh, I know what's going on here.
I know how this system works. Yeah.
Quick question: what?
Roach, you need to kick me from the game. It says I'm in, but I'm not in.
You're not in.
But it's saying I have that
Try
name is
again.
already in use.
Yeah, you have to just back out and.
Yeah, I
So
did.
now it says you're connected.
My fantasy
take
grounds
one.
keeps crashing right now.
Roach, what map is it? Is it the cavern one?
Start stream.
The map you're in is the
No, it's not
What
Hell.
the hell's wrong with my freaking stream?
Or is it your fantasy grounds like fucking up like mine is?
No, it's my OBS.
What about it? What's wrong with the
Keeps
OBS?
dropping to 499 kilobytes.
Oh god, I just remembered where we're at. Oh god, we're in
Yeah,
that
we're-
damn water room.
Chris is just like, oh fuck no.
Fuck, I completely forgot what happened last time because I passed from last Wednesday up until yesterday. It's been hectic between work,
it's
and
water room, by the way.
job interview, jobs, like a job interview, and then getting like an offer, but trying to figure out how to do a background check. And oh my god, I forgot where we were.
Wait, they don't offer the background check service? Isn't that something?
No, they do, but see, because I live in a relatively small town, the police department doesn't do electronic fingerprints. So the company that does the background checks, well, that does it, has to send me a package with fingerprint cards, a
Or
banker's
you have to
check,
do it yourself.
a banker's check to go to the police department and pay for my fingerprints, because I don't have to pay it out of pocket,
Yeah.
and then mail those back so they can send it to the FBI so they can do my background check.
Right.
FBI, open up.
God damn, this is running so slow.
See, I remember, what was it? When I had to get my background check for my last job, I just went to, there's this play. It was weird. It was offered as a package. I went to the same building for the background to put my info in for the background check and to get the drug test.
Right.
But it was also a chiropractor's office.
Well, see,
It was a
and that's-
chiropractor's office in the middle of a suburb, so it was like a house that was just converted.
Right.
I don't think I would trust the results that came out of that building for any of those things.
See,
There's
the upsetting
spinal fluid
thing,
in your testing, in your drug test case
Like-
for some reason. We don't know how it got there.
3 months before I moved to Virginia, I went to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department and got 2 sets of fingerprints taken for two different things. Well, for 2 different things,
Oh my god.
but I can't use them because they can't send those to here because they're electronic.
We're all just like plagued by technical difficulties tonight, aren't we?
We
Well,
really
I mean,
are.
You two are.
Yeah, but we're
I mean,
do the matter.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Alright.
shit,
Damn,
Roach,
okay.
I think we should all leave. I think we should all leave.
You heard that, Roach?
Very
We don't
important
need
people to
you.
themselves.
run the game yourself, though.
Okay, in terms of live streaming capabilities.
Yeah.
I mean, I could if I wanted to, but
yeah,
that's
Crimson
work.
can.
That's true. That's true.
He was doing it before he got a job.
My goddamn
Well, see, that's the good thing is this job is only 20 hours a
through the
week
floor.
instead of 40 hours.
Nice.
So I'm
And are you
hoping
making the same amount of money or about?
per hour I'm making more, but because I'm not getting as much hours, I'm making like
Oh my god.
a third less than I was working 40 hours.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not too bad. It's not like you're making half the amount.
But if you pick up overtime at this current job where it's less hours, you'll make that up.
Yeah, I don't know
Day
how
off
that's
for
gonna.
overtime.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work because basically I'm just gonna be filling in for people so they can go to like their lunches, so people can still get their money.
Oh boy.
Somebody like
All right.
goes to lunch, eats a bad teriyaki, and it's just like
Let's try
I
this
need to
again.
cover for the rest of the day, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
Just
just.
starts poisoning people's food. Like, all right, I need a few extra hours this week.
It's funny because I mean,
Funny because I actually decided to do that. I bought some cyanide and everything.
no, it's just the bank is or like the bank, the town that this bank is in is a small farming community, so the bank is right across from a grain elevator.
Whose turn is it?
Roach is
It's-
like, yeah, that seems right. Yeah.
Oh, it's
the
the end
top
of
of-
Creature of Tea, too. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the start of Creature 2.
It's a start. No. It's
Yes.
The end of Creature
It's-
2, because I
the
would have
end of
already
Creature
damaged
2,
it and it
top of
wouldn't be
Creature
invisible.
3. Yeah. It just moved out of the
Oh,
way. when we
Creature
went
3. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
in. Started Creature 3.
And
Creature 2 is
Creature 1 is
outside.
still in range, even though it's not visible right now.
Just barely, because it went
Yeah,
down,
but we
so
know
it's-
because start of its turn it'll have to take damage. Or do the roll and take damage.
Unless you move.
Unless you decide that you're done with life.
Fuck off, am I moving? I could shoot the one that's over there from here.
You're like, I'm not fucking going anywhere.
All right, we're offline. I'm restarting my stream again.
No worries.
No, you guys play. I'll catch up. Don't worry.
You sure? It won't take you 2 seconds to...
No, do it. This thing's running ridiculously bad, and I've got no idea why.
Do it.
Just need to build a whole brand new computer.
He's
Yeah.
not one of those
Start
guys.
that
That's,
again.
go on without me.
Fly, you fools. Or in this
Alright.
case, game, you fools.
He's gonna come
So-
back as Rivlon the White.
He already is white.
Okay. A second here.
Buys himself like a white tower case.
I had to say, I thought
I'm doing
these
the best I
bake
can, but
things
it's just running
were
really
super
bad today for some
pretentious.
reason.
But the fact that I can use it in my room is so nice.
Okay, so. I don't think we need to do a recap, or do we want to do a recap? Yeah, we should do a recap because we did have.
No,
some
we don't want
things
to do a
happen.
recap. Get us on with this.
Let us die already.
Get on with it. What?
To everyone watching my stream, I'm sorry about the quality. I don't know what's wrong, but for some reason it's streaming really slowly today.
Maybe it's something up with your with just your connection, your internet.
Your
connection,
Wi-Fi.
like local
It
network.
must be, because there's no other reason for it. I'm normally running at 6,000, and it's running somewhere between 3,000 and 450.
Ooh.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
alternating between the two.
Yeah, it
Ah,
sounds like it could be something wrong with the network itself. Like,
Is there
do you have anything running in the background? That
No.
can- Oh.
Is Steam downloading something?
Nope.
there was an update for Steam, so it might be background downloading the actual update.
I might have to kill Steam then. Like, literally, take Steam outside and shoot it.
Well,
44
America.
Magnum. Bang.
Interfering with my live streaming.
hang on.
That's not allowed.
So, last week, you all were on board. Well, actually, let's see. I'm trying to pick who did it last week. Who did it last week? Who was it?
We're not doing it, we're just getting into the fight. Come on. Move.
No, we're not. You don't run this.
She will end you.
Crimson.
Last week, we started by arriving on the coast, just off the coast of this cove that is surrounded by storm clouds and turbulent seas. After some preparations, we launched, I believe it was 3 boats, because we were taking our mounts with us, and we got onto the beach and started making our way further into the cove, trying to find an entrance on this that was in this cliff. I think R1 and Sesh spotted it, and there was a riddle. I think. No, it was just a hole, and what's her face? Sedna used her little ring and her necklace pendant and opened the door, and we moved inside. We came across a gentleman that was being waterboarded, basically. Isaac went to rescue him. Found out he was being kept alive by like a bless restoration spell and a cure wounds. So like he would get hit by a bunch of seawater. Bless restoration and cure wounds would keep him alive. Isaac got him down barely. Then he
Killed him.
the guy died.
Yep.
Sweet release of death. And then the water level started to rise, so we booked up some stairs. We came across 2 more gentlemen behind bars. Looked like it was just like windows, not like they were actually in prison or anything. Asking for food. Didn't get much information out of them, despite Isaac's best efforts. Water got really close. So then we had to sprint up the stairs. And then we came to this wonderful, wonderful water room that we're in right now. And we got waylaid by some sea serpent things. One of the ship's crew just got very lucky because I believe we warned him that something was coming because of Rivlon's bow of awesomeness.
That's what it's actually called.
And then combat started.
We chose not to warn him, in fact. We just kind of...
We didn't choose that. Rival chose that.
Rival chose
that he didn't get the benefits of the bow, but someone yelled, "Look out!"
Well, the creature rolled a natural 1, so we spoofed it as...
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And now we're in combat, trying to get to the other side.
Let's hope this week break gives my rolls a chance to reset.
No, because there was that time that you were just hitting natural 20s on me, like, oh, it was the most frustrating thing in the world.
I want to get some criticals on these, because this is fun. With these
No,
criticals.
no, it's not. By the way, guys, we do not want these creatures to critical hit us. We do not want that.
So, now we're at top of creature 3. Is it 3? I gotta figure out which one it is.
It's the one over by Sedna.
Yeah. Creature 3.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple I gotta keep track of. So he's not latched on. Sedna is there. Bomb was hit. Okay, it's gonna try and take hits again.
Good.
Oh, seriously?
Everything's gone to shit today, boys.
Well, that was a robocall. It's from the same area code, and I get those every fucking day. Seriously.
Hey, Major, you recording everything across the board, just in case, just to be sure. Just thought I'd ask, you know. Just
Oh, finally!
Huzzah! Huzzah! We're back.
Stream's just suddenly gone. Okay, I like the network now.
There you go. That's a hit with a 17 on Sedna, who does not have a very good AC. It's going to be 10 damage on Sedna. That hurts her. I also need to double check one thing.
10?
10 damage, yeah. It rolled a 1 on the d12.
Okay.
It does more than one damage type, doesn't it?
Oh, that's right. Poison. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, she only has partial resistance, if I remember rightly.
It does piercing and poison damage.
Piercing and poison. Yes. Damn it. 17's not. Damn it. One more. So it bites. Does not latch on. Sedna resists the poison effect. So now it's going to. Yeah, it's gonna break off and try and leave. And Sedna is going to not attack. She's saving that for. She's saving her bonus action for something else.
Bonus action dash as a rogue.
She's got some options as a rogue. She's gonna say that it's 5 feet off that way, and then the creature is going to
Submerge.
submerge the rest of its feet. So yeah.
Wait, but isn't that a reaction, not a bonus action?
She's got some options, but she's saving her. She's the only thing she could use as her reaction is something that is limited uses, because she has a certain.
Oh, right.
She only has a certain amount of reservoir for certain
Right.
poison on her plates that I have to keep track of. So that's the end of that one turn.
Can you hear that?
What?
No? Okay. It's just decided to start a storm outside my window. Quite literally.
Oh.
Like, it was sunny like 2 minutes ago, and now it's like torrential rain and wind and lightning and thunder.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love a good storm.
Yeah. Okay. And so we finish creature 3's turn. Yep. Okay. And out of the corner of your eye, Rivalon, because you're focused down to the one that was at Sedna, that was next to Sedna, because you just go for that one. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a creature breach the water nearby you and go for one of the crewmates that's in the little.
It needs to
block
make
in
a
the rear.
thingy saving throw.
It
So can you
will
reveal
fail.
it so I can target it?
Yes.
Oh no, not Bandit 2, my faithful friend.
Well,
There's 4.
There.
God damn it.
I'm not going to tell you how many there are.
well, they can be anywhere between a number and number. So,
There are numbers of them involved in this.
There's at least 3.
There's at
Minimum
least 4.
Minimum 4.
it succeeded.
Yes, rolled a 19. It doesn't have,
That's
it
all
doesn't have
right.
any
It
bonuses.
should still automatically take the half. There you are.
Yep, so it took 6 damage. And then it is going to try and murderize...
Remember, it had what's it called? Slower movement.
Yeah, but it came up and still
Yeah,
had
yeah,
like
no,
10
that's
feet
fine, I'm
after that,
just-
so it's fine. Yeah.
I know it's
been
fine. I'm
moving
just
for a while.
reminding
Let's just say
you.
these pools are very deep.
Yeah, that's fair.
By the way, I want to reiterate, you guys do remember the description of the room, correct?
There was 2
there's
giant pools on either side, a pair of valves on either side of the room on
Yeah.
the top and bottom or
There you
left
go.
and right. Now you look at
Yep.
it.
we need to use
Just
the
check.
valves to drain the room.
We don't
we
know
think.
that, but that's a decent assumption.
We
Damn
think.
it, I keep rolling 17s.
Sedna's actually going to the valve, so we should probably go with
Bandit
that.
2. He is going to die.
So that's 24 to hit, which,
Yeah, he doesn't have
Hits.
24.
yep.
Has to hit.
And that's
That's a dead
18
bandit.
damage, which
He's
is
dead.
which given the fact that he only had, let's see here, 11 points of HP.
That's
Yeah.
almost a straight death.
No, it is a straight death because he's just an NPC. So
Uh-huh.
this
Not if I
creature
spare
comes
the dying on him.
That's true. That is true. But the creature comes up, breaches, and strikes the crewmate who's got like a half spear that he's been carrying, and as he goes like to try and fend off the creature, it bites down and cracks the spear in half, and then it just follows through into his chest.
Oh,
and you
good.
Just see like a front of him go away as it's been
A
ripped off.
front of him. He has multiple fronts.
Well, it's part. Let's just say there's not a lot holding in the bits anymore.
There's not a whole lot of rib.
Oh.
Oh.
Not a whole lot
Yeah.
of rib cage left.
Oh
Hold
no.
on. I like how my game is the one that gets those reactions, and two of you are one of you. One of you is playing in a Call of Cthulhu game right now.
One of them's playing and one of them's writing.
One of them's writing, yeah, and that gets that reaction, which makes me feel good.
Makes me feel good.
Makes me feel good.
Sick man.
Yep.
All I'm saying is I didn't react like that. Yes.
Ustenia, your turn. There's a new threat.
Charge. I must
All right.
avenge Bandit 2.
Rage.
Bandit
I'm already
Belly.
raging.
He's already raging.
Yep. He's got 9
Incoming
turns.
He,
to
rage.
rage.
exactly.
Oh, God, the
he
way
needs to
you
hit.
Said that reminds me of that Overwatch
what was
song
I?
thing.
What was I equipped with? I can't remember. What was I equipped with? A sword?
Silver
sword.
sword.
And shield.
Yeah, you had your sword.
You were sword and boarding it.
Oh, no. Bugger.
You weren't
Yeah,
targeting either.
You weren't targeted, but I don't think it matters because if
Yeah.
I recall, this guy, you didn't hit him. You didn't even get close.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nope.
No. That's it. That's my turn.
Yeah, it's just like you're
Yeah.
swiping. It's eating it right now, so it's wriggling around a lot. It's hard to get it like to keep it still enough for you to hit it.
I don't
yikes.
like
You're
snakes.
You're catching it, but it's not biting. You're not biting into the creature's skin with that. So they're not.
Why
snakes,
did it have to be
remember.
snakes? They're dragons, technically.
Serpents.
They're
I'm
dragons.
They're
technically.
wagons.
tired of these motherfucking snakes.
Wagons.
In this
Hey,
motherfucking...
Isaac.
Yes.
I
It's your
rolled
turn.
like shit there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was pretty bad.
So that is a.
Never said I was any good at it.
By the way, question: Who cast the light spell? Because I did like you tossed something into the water.
That was me.
That was you. Is that still
Yeah.
going?
Yes. I haven't
Yes?
ca-
Okay.
recast it, so yeah.
All right.
Did you just see it get eaten by someone? Did the
I
lights?
would-
No,
I'm
no,
looking at it.
no. It just matters. It just matters. You don't know why yet.
Oh, fuck.
We're probably waking up more of these things, and I haven't realized it yet, so there you go.
Yep, that doesn't break my concentration to use. Do I do it? How many spells I've got? I've got quite a lot of spells. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna target this guy,
Right.
and I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt.
Okay. You may do so.
I was waiting for one of these days, Rush, to say you can't do that.
I'll never do that.
God
I come
says
from
no
this.
today.
That's the yes and, not no but.
Yes,
Yes,
maybe.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh,
That's a whole.
That's a holy shit.
Well, so I'm not doing.
You're focusing on this, but
Yeah.
out of the corner of your eye, you see the bottom of the pool now bathed in light, and you're seeing a lot more creatures wriggling well down below and starting to come up, and that break. You just, oh god, and you just miss.
But
You're
hey,
distracted by your impending doom. Also, because it's been 2 rounds, you're all standing on top of the water because somebody cast.
Yeah, we've got
water walk.
Okay.
But the water has gone up. So instead of being like an inch or 2 above the stones, it's now gone up to maybe a half a foot in the time that you started this fight.
All right, we need to get to those valves.
Pointing it out.
Remember, you can decide to just swim. Like, walk on water won't work if you decide it won't work on you anymore.
But even so, we can also
Swimming is half speed.
Wouldn't it be quick for us to nimbly run over to the things diagonally?
It's up to you.
Yes, let's run over the bit of open water
I'm
where
just gonna
they
point
come below
from
us.
what you can tell right now. The creatures can't get on where the path is, just underneath the water. There's not
Well,
enough
I mean, they've been
space
hopping up,
between.
but yeah, okay.
They're popping up, but they can't cross. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it'd be like a
I'm
it'd be like
gonna.
a shark. They can't get over it yet.
Is it an action or a bonus action to do that? Hold on, let me just check. Where is it?
I had fun making this encounter.
Roach is just cackling in a corner while making this encounter.
Oh, I've got the feeling we're not even meant to fight these things. We're meant to be running.
Okay?
I mean, we're making
won't
good
tell,
distraction.
I won't tell you what
Oh,
to do.
and this is campaign isn't based on EXP farming, so it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We don't have to farm these things
As
for
long as
XP.
you survive, you will eventually level up, sooner or later.
I'm sure your body will level up too. If you got a dead member of the party just somewhere, and then you just come back
Yeah.
and they're a little bit, their corpse is stronger, just on the ground.
There's bigger muscles on the corpse somehow.
Yeah.
We don't know how, but it's there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a bonus action. Okay, so I am now flying. My wings have appeared, and I'm gonna go 5 up.
Okay, that puts creature 1, the one that was closest and went straight down, out of your range now, because he was within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Because he dropped.
No worries. I'm gonna go 5 feet up. So but that means people are still being encompassed by this because it's obviously 15 foot. So it will still kind of protect my party. Is the idea?
Kind of. Yeah, it's getting strung out a little bit, but yeah, it still will.
Yeah.
I'd say, with the way that because the way it's described, is it a sphere of 15 feet around you, or is it a square of 15 feet? Because if it says it's a square,
It says
that's gonna be
radius.
different. Radius.
So that'd be sphere. Spherical.
Sphere. So it's only going to cover 10 feet of actual tile space, with you being 5 feet out, because of the way the sphere is the footprint of the sphere is going to be.
Well, I'm guessing, yeah. Well, it's because it's angels flying about, is what it is, and harassing people.
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah.
still is within a
Doesn't
certain range.
change the area of effect.
Yeah, it does change the area. I like how you're trying to argue it though. But still, with the way the footprint of the sphere is going to be, if you go up 5 feet, you're going to lose about 5 feet linear distance on the grid. It's going to be 10 feet radius around you now instead of 15.
Okay. Even so.
At water level. At water level.
Yeah, that's at water level.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I've used 5 feet, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to there.
Okay. There you go.
So, creature 4 is no longer in
R1,
difficult
you see
terrain.
Isaac flying above you.
Reach up, grab a shoe.
You could latch on if you wanted to.
Oh god, I forgot. Sesh rolled a 1 for her initiative in this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
No,
my turn.
you rolled less than a 1, but we had to put a 1 in there because
It didn't read it.
There's no minus
was
numbers
negative.
on it.
I have a
It was
negative
negative.
1 to dexterity, so it's like 1. You have a 0 in initiative, and fantasy grounds believe the shit itself.
And 0 initiative
what?
technically means death
Just
to
No,
most
no, I- no,
programs.
yeah, it can't display 0 on the
Yeah.
initiative tracker. That's the problem. Okay, so Sash, it's your turn. You just saw Bandit, or you just saw crew member 2 die.
Is legitimately dead. Like, there's no way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, he's still being
Oh,
snacked
yeah.
on.
He's like, he is currently part of a 12-course meal for this creature.
With the size of it, probably not. This is like a midnight snack.
This is like, I kind of feel hungry, and I woke up, so, you know.
You got
Also,
any
Isaac, did you
guacamole?
mention hey, do you guys have, like, any, like, you know, microwave
Guac.
mac and cheese? You know? Did Isaac mention the fact that he can see more of these creatures being awoken by the light, or did he not? Because if he did
No.
not, then...
No,
Did you not? Midge?
he didn't say it aloud.
He did not.
All right then. I guess we're doing this shit. Since she doesn't think about it, she's not gonna get rid of her light spell, and she is going to. Going to do something. Just can't figure out yet what yet.
It's gonna do a run.
Gonna do something.
I really like how this map turned out. Actually, it's really like the water.
Good map.
Well, just the water
Paint here.
is nice. So.
So it's a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon, right?
Yes.
And you only get
Or
one
no.
bonus action a turn. It's a bonus
Yeah,
action. It says on the spell. I have it.
Okay.
Open here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So you only get one bonus action a turn, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon, which what is Bahamut's weapon of choice? I don't remember. He's a dragon, so it's probably like a claw, like a spectral claw appears beside me.
Yeah. Could be.
It's a titanium claw, so it's silvery white kind of color, I'd imagine.
All right.
Spiritual weapon, you can move it and attack with it on the turn you spawn it. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the turn I spawn it. Okay, so
You
I'm
can
gonna move it.
You
to...
can. Yeah. It actually preferences that in the spell.
Okay, I didn't read that bit. I was busy being like, I should probably do something. Within range, the last duration, you can cast a spell again. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack. Spell attack. 5 feet
Where
of
you
the
putting
weapon. It can occupy any space within 5 feet of me. So I'm going to. I don't know if I can ping. Is there a way I can ping on the map?
Just give me a clock direction with 12 being 12.
8. No, sorry, like 7:30, like southeastern.
Okay. All right. 7 1/4. Just down.
I would have just said northeast of the creature. Northwest. Fuck.
God damn it.
I'd have been wrong.
Next to the B. Next to the B. All right, it's down there. So.
Well, as a third level spell, which gives an extra D8 damage, but that won't really matter to you. I just need to preface that.
Right.
Because, so
Make sure you're doing the targets.
So how does this work? Oh yeah, I'll just target it. Let me just make sure I'm targeting here. And using this weapon this turn, does that take up my actual
No, you can.
action?
No,
can,
it's on the bonus action.
Okay.
It's still on the
So
bonus action.
I will roll an attack roll then, and I assume it just
Make sure
uses my abilities.
You haven't targeted him yet, though. There you go. Now you're targeting.
There you go. Okay. So it just uses it's 2d8 is damage. So let me just find something to roll here. I'll just roll a.
But you gotta roll the
roll.
hit first.
Yeah, let me just find an attack roll.
It should be in the spell.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Just hit the magnifying glass.
Little magnifying glass. Yeah. So attack.
Oof.
That
That's
pretty
a miss.
misses.
Yeah,
Well-
that's a miss. That's a miss. So a spectral claw appears, and you move it through force of will next to the creature. And as it tries to make a swipe, the creature kind of dogs to the left for a second as it's doing like a death roll on the body of the band, and you
Rip the bandit.
doesn't find purchase. It's like a crocodile.
Yeah. So I will cast Sacred Flame on it. I already have it
Alrighty.
selected, so I should just be able to click cast, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Bang.
It's a natural one, so that misses.
He.
No. No,
Well-
that was its save. So he does the damage.
It has a save.
Oh.
It's a save.
So it
takes the
fails.
full damage. It takes
So
the
yeah,
full damage.
go for it.
Bang. All right, that's slightly below average.
6 damage. It looks like it hurt a little bit. It does momentarily pause its feeding.
Like, bitch.
It's just been given heartburn from what it's been eating.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
Ah,
Alright.
acid reflux.
You do have movement. You do have movement.
You're right, but do I really want to move? Yeah. I'll move there, I guess. If that's
Alright,
okay.
you're moving there. Okay, and that's the end of your turn. So now we go to the top, which is Bonla.
Fucking Bonla.
Fucking
Big
Bonla.
man.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Understand you.
It's
I
what
don't
you're screaming
know,
at the minute.
Yeah, because I can read that. Because I made it.
Oh, is he speaking Uteshian? Love it.
There's just the whole script, and we're like, big old unknown.
So Bonla races up, gets next to Sedna. He's got his weapon out, and kind of in a defensive pattern. He just tries to like get her up, like she's like half on her knee, because on her knee on water. It's the water walk. And as she's getting up, she calls back through free action. She calls back, "The valves! We gotta get to the valves!" And then that's the Bonla's turn, and Rivellon, your turn.
Okay. I go to there.
All right. Over the water.
Yep.
There's a sound of splashing, but it's a regular movement somehow. We don't know
Transfer my Hunter's Mark to Fanged 4.
All right. Fanged 4 is Mark.
Do not forget to target him.
That's a miss!
That's a miss. Yeah.
A 17's a miss!
Yes, it is. I told you guys you got
damage.
really fucking lucky last session. That's a hit.
And don't forget to roll your d6 for
It's a
smart.
max roll on the damage there. So it's 11 damage on Fang 4.
Yeah.
That's 11 damage, boys.
It's a lot of
That's
damage.
a 6. Can you see that 6?
No.
No. I will take your word for it.
Because that's been
'Cause it's
happening a
on
lot
the-
recently. Yeah.
Did it roll onto the combat tracker? Do you have that over
Are you-
there?
No, I
pressing-
took the combat tracker off.
I can
Are
see
you
that
pressing-
I can see that it's a 6 because I got your stream up.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. I was gonna allow him to do it there, but when you roll that 6, are you manually rolling a 6, or are you clicking the thing? Are you clicking like the
No, I'm manually
Hunter's
rolling
Mark.
the 6.
there
'cause
nothing
the
in
Hunter's
Hunter's
Mark doesn't
Mark?
work like that. No.
No.
Fuck.
I mean, what I'll do is...
Can you grab me a tissue?
I've rolled it, so we've got a 6. So if you could take an extra 6 off that, please.
I did. I put it
Right,
on there.
now
It's got some damage on there. It looks
I've
like Midge
added
spilled something.
I think he dropped his food.
I've done that for next time. I put it into my quick things on the bottom.
Quick thing.
You know,
Yeah, on
you've
the
got the
bottom.
1 to
Quick fix.
12, 1 to 12 on the bottom of the screen.
Oh,
You
so
can
you
set
can just
them up.
click that to roll 6?
Yeah, so I've done that for next time.
Oh, then that looks that works. Because I saw that
Yeah.
roll. It was a 1, but I'll accept the 6 because Midge collaborated the
Thank you very much.
the roll. And is that the end of your turn? Oh, well, no, you have another attack. Oh no, you missed the first one. So
I missed the first one.
Yeah, so that's the end of your turn.
It is, unfortunately, and I've moved, so I'm happy because I am racing after these two in case they try to escape. Even though I know where they're going.
All right.
They might try to abandon us in here.
Who knows? R1, your turn.
All right. I am going to cast. Oh, that's invisibility at 3rd level on Isaac and Sedna.
Invisibility on Isaac and Sedna.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that. Can I target them?
You might be able to. Yeah, you should be able to target both of them.
Isaac,
Yeah, you target
and then,
us.
And then hit the effect button.
Yeah, and there they go. They're both
Oh,
invisible.
okay.
Christ, I'm resistant to look at my level of effects.
Yo, resist effects, resistance, resist, necrotic, radiant, -1, invisible, semicolon, concentration.
Right.
I got a
that-
paragraph. Oh,
then-
where's my resistance to bludgeoning and everything? Is that already gone?
I think that's resistance.
Oh, is it like it's? I think it's minimized itself in terms because there was so much text.
All right,
I think
and
resistance
then
is just that. That's what happens.
Yeah. You can have
Arwen's
specific
gonna
resistances.
run forward.
Okay, run forward then. All right, 25 feet.
It's a good thing someone has water walking, because I don't know how to
Barry's
do it.
not here, is
Do
he?
I know I'm invisible?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you
Wait,
know
no,
you're
I'm
invisible.
just going around unaware that no one else can see you. Hey guys, I'm right here. It's me.
Everyone is
Come
still
over
under
here.
their skin.
I don't know. I don't know if you feel the effect unless he says. So I have to check.
You feel it because magic is coursing through you and bending light around you, and you can see. Also, like you can't like. Because here's the thing: you may not notice the fact that you can't see you may not notice the fact that you can see your nose because your mind blocks it out. But if it suddenly disappeared, it'd probably be very apparent.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Like immediately. Yeah.
The fact that you
So
just
you
pointed
have-
that out made me look.
And then I'm going to give
But you've already used an action to do your.
Dania a bardic inspiration.
And you can do that with a bonus action.
Yeah.
That is a bonus action.
Okay then. You have a bardic inspiration, Ustenia. You hear the words of your former boss and now friend. Well,
Your
friend, that was.
your foss, if you will, or bend. Your bender.
The bend in the road
Your
is
bender.
that is our one.
Okay. I feel very inspired.
Question about invisibility.
Yes.
What breaks invisibility?
Is
If
this
they
lesser or
cast
greater?
Or attack.
If they
Just
cast
one.
or attack. Does it say if they already have something that does an attack that is previously cast? Is there anything that in the spell length? If there isn't, then I'm going to allow him to keep going as he is. But if there's something that says like anything, if you do damage to another creature, you lose invisibility, then that's going to affect things.
The
So
spell
specific
ends
language
for a
matters.
target that attacks or casts a spell. Does not say anything.
It's already
about-
been cast, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was checking
Yeah.
the language because if the language said if you do damage to another creature, then that would mean very different than if you attack a creature. Yeah.
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 If one of them comes into your aura and gets damaged, it doesn't cause you to no longer be invisible. Is what Roach was saying.
Damn it! Shit.
I can see
all right.
my nose again, though, so that's an
Sedna's
improvement.
turn. Sedna's turn. Sedna is invisible. So what's she going to do? She's invisible, so
Run.
yeah, she's gonna use her. She's gonna use her. Roguish abilities. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use her bonus action to go 5, 10, 25, 30. And then, actually gotta double check. Bonus, the bardic, or not bardic, the rogue, thing. You can use that for dashing, right? for
Yes, there is a dash for rogues.
Yeah, is that I forget the actual name of the thing.
I don't know. I don't know
Roguish
if
or
it's
dash, isn't it?
specific. I don't know if it's a specific rogue that gets that though.
That's what I'm checking. I'm checking that now.
Isn't it the specific rogues do specific things with sneak attack?
Yeah, they have a special action they get. Every
Yeah, and then like
Cunning
some of the
action.
so
Cunning
cunning
action.
action.
Cunning action is that, and the dash is a part of the cunning action normally.
Take the dash, disengage,
Okay.
Yeah.
disengage, or hide action.
Yep. So she's gonna go the rest of the way. So that's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She is now at one of the. I don't have them marked here, but I'll guide you if you need to go to like one. But she's now at one of the valves. But she needs to make a strength check, which she can't do because that's an actual action. She's already used everything to get there, so she's done. Yeah, you just saw it setting.
Actually,
No, we didn't.
Nobody saw her.
No, we
You,
didn't.
you
She's
didn't
invisible.
see it. You didn't see it. You just see the splashes. All right, and that's the end of her turn. So Bandit 1, or crew member 1, living member of crew.
A living member is probably
Dude
best.
didn't get eaten.
He's going to go ahead and start. He's gonna edge away from creature 4. Actually, hold on. I'll make a roll for that. Somebody. What's a number between 1 and 10? Like, give me a number.
7.
I was gonna pick somebody because I
Oh.
need to know a specific one. Rival.
9.
Okay, he goes up. So he's going to edge around creature 4. Up that way. 5, 10, and then immediately incur an attack of opportunity from creature 1.
Yep, I was just like, yeah, he's gonna walk into one of these things.
Because
with the water line.
they held
100%.
their action to attack.
This poor crew member, he's going to be dead.
That one wasn't in
And it-
base-to-base contact though.
He was holding an action for somebody to cross over, and he's gonna do an attack out of the water.
Can they just attack straight up and move? Because he was enough down to avoid me.
He was down low, and he has enough distance. Yes. He has enough
What you could but that's two things. He's holding two things there: the movement and the attack.
No, he has enough distance to. He has reach. That's what I'm saying.
'Cause they're
Enough
large
to have been
creatures.
20 feet down and still reach up.
It wasn't 20 feet down. He was still 5 feet within your range of your thing, and he was 10
originally.
feet. He was.
Yeah, which
he was-
and that's a
and he
15
was
foot
10
radius.
15-foot
10.
radius, which goes down an extra 5, which loses 5 feet for every 5 feet down they go. Like we said with your flying thing, so
Okay.
he's fine. I have it worked out. I have the
He's
3D
done
cross
the
section worked
math.
out. I've
He's
done the math.
somehow.
Done the math. The creature was waiting for something to cross, and because Rival chose that number,
So it's my fault. He's saying it's my fault.
it's potentially
Okay, we
your
don't
fault.
blame.
I mean, who knows? He could roll a 1 again.
Yeah.
We don't blame you, Ragwan.
We don't most of the
There's
time.
I mean,
stupid
this guy
NPCs.
this guy might.
might.
If so, this bandit is the luckiest bandit ever because he's the one that survived the first time round as well.
Exactly. So I'm gonna roll. Now it's a 2.
Oh my god, he's alive! We need to make sure this bandit survives the combat, everybody.
So
He
he's
shall be our tank.
So he's got his like he's got like a little short. Oh no, he's actually got a crossbow. So he's got a little crossbow. And, and he starts like edging around, and he goes around, and then and he ducks, and the thing just misses and goes back into the water. And
I will call
he's
him
got his
lucky.
movement. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then he's going to shoot at creature 1, because what else is he gonna do? Let's be honest here. So, crossbow. That's a miss. Damn it. Close, though. And that's the end of his turn. He didn't
Thing,
die.
I'm not expecting much from these crewmans.
and he's dead. So crewman 2's gone. Okay, and now it's actually Serpent 1's turn. So what is Serpent 1 going to do? Fuck it. It's gonna move up that way and then get, because he can, right there, and he's gonna go for Bandit 2 again, because
He's annoyed now.
sees a morsel. He's annoyed. He sees a morsel, he wants it dead. So let's see here.
He just really wants his.
Okay, that was the
goddamn
5.
midnight snack.
I rolled a
It
5
only just
plus
hit.
7, which hits.
Wow.
Because I think what's a bandit got? Yeah, it just
12
met the
AC.
AC. It's
Yeah.
12. So I rolled a 12. Though I don't think he's gonna live though, because I know what damage I'm rolling here. So.
Oh yeah.
Rips
Oh,
it
yeah, he's super dead.
Rip.
Bye, Lucky.
16. 16. Yeah. So Sasha,
Oh, Lucky.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you're keeping an eye on the battle. You see this crewman come by, you fire his crossbow, and as he's in the middle of reloading, you see he looks up from his reloading just in time for the maul of a creature to come into your view and just like hit him and then bring him down.
I guess you could say his luck ran out.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad.
You know, I was looking at Amazon Prime and I saw there were mirrored aviators for like $6
Yeah.
on there, and I was like, ooh, do I want it? Do I want it?
Yeah! Sorry. There we go. Done.
Thank you.
Yep.
For those listening at
so
home, I
that's-
just put on winged aviators, or whatever they are. Mirrored aviators.
Married.
Why did I say
Winged?
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 I
No,
like
those
the-
like
Damn it. Okay,
70
so
showgirl glasses.
yeah.
yeah,
just tossed
so
my
that's the end
headphones. They
of
broke
that's the end of
up.
his turn. So now we go to 2.
Did it start its turn in my radius?
No.
No,
Okay, I'm just
and
checking.
it's still not in your turn yet. It's just outside of it. Bandit's just inside. It's just outside. So it's 10
No,
feet
I'm
linear
talking
now.
about number 2.
Number 2. Oh, number 2.
It's,
That's,
it
let's see.
specifically
Oh,
starts.
I thought. Hold on.
turn.
I have to actually
Yeah.
check.
It's
He's just below the surface, so it might. But no, it's 10 feet. We said 10 feet, so 5, 10. No,
Basically-
it's just outside.
Okay, well,
it's
it's
just
just a-
outside.
It's start turn. Let me reread what the.
If it goes into it, what is it? If it goes in, just check. I don't know if it will or not. I've been rolling to see what looks the most appetizing to them. So.
Well, I'm invisible, so it can't see me.
Exactly. So.
Thanks, guys. Just abandon
Stay
me.
away
leave
from
me
the
to die.
Dragonborn. You do not wish to
I'm
eat
right
your own
next
people.
to you.
You literally have a friend right next to you.
Don't care.
The Dragonborn is just over here, like, please don't eat me. I am also your type.
When it enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts the turn there.
Okay, so it can. So now that it's, because it was in there once before, already, because it got hit. 2 of them got hit, and that was both of them. Or was that right? Or is it? or
It
was
just
the
says
one-
enters the area for the first
No, I
time.
mean, was it creature 1 and creature 3, or was it creature 1 and 2 that got? Because 2 of the creatures got hit by the radius on the first time. So I'm trying to make sure. I think it was both northern.
1 and 2 have definitely been here. 3 hasn't because it
Okay.
was south.
Okay, so the one to the south is if he goes into it for the first time, he can still be hit. But now both of those guys, unless they start their turn in, they're fine.
I'm
So-
if that's how that works, because it just says creature
If it says start
when
their-
it enters the area for the first time.
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
it's just if they start
yeah,
their turn
on
in
a
there.
first time on a turn.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I'm just
Yeah,
making
yeah,
sure.
no.
You're yeah. So okay. Well, Bandit 2.
I'm just trying to
Crewman
understand
2.
D&D language, because D&D language is like never clear.
It's lawyer. It's lawyer talk.
Yeah.
It's lawyer. That's what it is. It's lawyer talk.
Which means it's open to interpretation even when it's right.
Exactly. So let's see here.
Phoenix,
Crewman
right?
Lucky is dead, so he's no longer an option for this guy to find appetizing. Isaac's not viewable; he can't be seen.
And
so
I'm flying.
That doesn't mean they like. They might try. They might still try. They're not smart.
Just a dolphin, just.
They're
eat
not-
you.
you ever seen like a bass that sees something it wants to eat and it's just it keeps trying at it. Can't
Yeah.
get it? Yeah,
Leaps out of the
basically that.
water, suffocates on the
Yeah.
way down.
So that means it's got a. Okay, well, I know who's going for now. That's 5,
This is where we all look at the screens like, and on this day,
15,
blank news.
breach.
They fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a toss between Sesh and him, and it was weighted towards him because it can't really get.
If it
past.
was near me, however, remember it had slower movement.
Yeah, no, it was still outside.
Okay,
it was,
yeah, no
that's what I
worries.
mean. It
I'm
was
ju- I'm
just
just-
outside the radius at the time, because it was 10 feet. It was about 50, it was 15 out. So yeah, you were close though, because it was just below the water. And
Yeah.
if you were
If I
still on
weren't
the water
flying,
surface,
yeah.
it actually would have done it. But okay, so it's going after R1 and attack.
It's gonna bite him.
What is it with my rolls?
Thank
What
fuck
the
for that.
fuck?
So, hey, all we're gonna say is, Roach, is that we're grateful that it's the 2 bandits who got bitten and not
No,
us.
you just have to remember R1 is lucky.
Yeah, halfling luck.
Fucking hell! I was a 3. I've rolled so far. I've rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 in these combats.
Well, you've rolled pretty well against the bandits, so.
Well,
No, I missed one bandit twice. And that's the end of his turn because he's got nothing else to do because they only get 1 attack. And I haven't rolled what I need to roll to get a crit on
Yep.
these guys.
You rolled
God
it.
damn
You rolled well against Sam.
don't need you to get a crit either.
Twice in a row, I think.
I want a crit so I can see this happen.
I want you to
alright.
crit against Bonla just because it'd be hilarious for him to just not give a
Well,
shit.
funny you should say because because the creature south, that's all it sees, so it's going back out. So 5, 10, and breach. Target Bonla, and it goes after Bonla. So Bonla, and then just out of the side, jaws thing coming out, and it's let's see.
Think about
Yeah. Hey! Haha! Crit! Because it crits on a 18, 19, and 20.
Yep. I'm so sorry,
I've just
Bonla.
got a critical hit is of attack rolls. Let's see. Yes.
Oh, no, I think
Problem, I
you
gotta
both.
15, 20,
I gotta double
25,
check.
30.
I gotta double check. Let's see here. It doesn't say that actually it doesn't. It just says it crit for this purpose, so I don't think it actually counts as double damage. I think it's just the effect happened. I'm not sure.
If it says crit for this purpose, it means you get the critical,
okay,
which is
well,
double the dice.
that is true.
And that purpose, yeah. Because it
Yeah,
means
yeah,
that
yeah.
roll is critical.
That is true. So let's do the damage first.
It's been good knowing you, Bonla.
Oh,
Okay, that's 21 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
I mean, he
though.
has
He's
100.
been
He has 112 HP. I think he's
And
okay.
he has
Gonna
yet
need
to be
some
hit.
Flex tape.
yet to be hit. It's-
Flex tape.
I put up
All
my
right.
flex tape leg.
Bonla's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. I wonder if he'll make it, guys. Yeah, that's a +6. +6 to a 14.
I don't think he can lose a
succeeds.
Constitution saving throw, can he?
He can,
Unless he
yeah,
crit
he can roll.
fails.
Well, it's a 14, so he's got a +6. So he'd have to roll like a. He'd have to roll in the single digits. low
yeah,
single
yeah.
digits to fail.
7
Yeah,
left.
to get
Yeah.
poisoned.
Below. Yeah, we have
So
to
he,
roll.
he
what?
has
More than 35%.
65% chance to not be poisoned.
That's pretty good. I'll take that.
Yeah. God, I wish everything in D&D was 50-50.
Yeah, that'd be great. So what you see happen is the creature breaches and Bonla raises up his arm to block the creature coming in, and it sinks its long, fanged maw into the arm, and Bonla is now impaled and connected to the creature. So now he gets the effect grappled.
Yeah.
Gonna
try
just
to
pull him
He's
under.
got, like, is it tibia, fibia? Is that the 2 bones in the forearm?
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
like
one
in
of those,
between those. Like yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he just
sunk
got
in.
he just got pinned right there.
Yeah, and so there now that's in there. He's grappled, and that means Let's see here. It did not move, and it's by grappling that means it can move half speed, if I recall correctly for the grapple. Still be fine. Double check that.
I don't know why, but I just imagine Bonla just ripping this thing's fang out of its mouth. Just grabbing his own arm and ripping it out of its mouth.
Taking his axe, just cutting the fang off, like...
Yeah. Like
Okay, it says that its speed, the grapple creature's speed is 0. But it doesn't say anything about being moved by the creature imparting the grapple, but I'm going to say it can. I don't...
Yeah.
I think that would make the most sense, but I'm gonna impose a half movement speed penalty. So I think that makes sense. But I'll double check.
Yeah, it'd be the same as the dragging, because especially as Bondler would be trying to resist. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, he's not going along with this.
Oh god,
he's like, no, I don't like this. I'm good, thanks.
Sea serpent, sea serpent, sea serpent. 201. I'm gonna double check the actual words in the rulebook because sometimes things are in the rulebook that aren't on the Fantasy Grounds entry. That's happened before. Okay, it doesn't say anything, but okay, I'm gonna say he's gonna get 2. He's just gonna be attached to the creature, and that means he breached. He had 10 feet. No, he moved 10 feet, so he still has 20 feet of movement. So he gets 10 more feet of movement, and he's dragging Bonla out. 5, 10, and you see Bonla getting dragged into. Well, he's still on the water because he's still got water walk, but he's being pulled along the water as this creature, much larger than him, is just like still got its whole maw around his arm, and you can just see it pulling along. So, and that's the end of that one's turn.
Well, bye bye, Bonla.
4.
Yeah.
Sea Serpent 4 is going to see another living creature that looks like it's got more meat on them bones, and go ahead and try and hit Ustenia.
Them bones, need calcium.
23 to hit, which hits.
Jeez.
Yikes.
That's 20 damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he resists partly, so that's not too bad, I guess.
He resists the piercing damage that he takes, but
Not
that
the
was
poison.
10 poison. That was 10 poison damage.
Just a big old shit ton of poison damage.
So that means grand total you only took 15 out of that, because you took 10 piercing, 10 poison. It was actually very equal, interestingly enough.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because it does look like you only took 15 damage, because you have not been hit yet in this combat. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. Let's see what that is. You failed, because you rolled a 2 plus 5.
It's a rip.
Which means you now have the poisoned effect on you.
Which I believe gives you disadvantage on attack rolls, correct?
I will double check that, because I have the
I
Game Master screen.
I love how many effects me and Ustinia are collecting.
It's collecting all these effects.
Yeah, you have a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while poisoned. So keep that in mind.
So would that mean if he was making a strength save, a strength check or a strength save, he just roll a flat because he's on rage right now? Because that gives him advantage of those. Yeah.
Yes. And you're poisoned for 2 turns. Or 2 rounds. So keep that in mind.
2, yeah.
Yeah, 2. Dose.
Is that this one and next one, or like this one is included before the?
It's like this one will be the start of the first round. He's poisoned, and then he'll have another one that'll be poisoned, and then when it gets to the creature's, once it gets, it's 2 turns away from this creature's turns. Like it starts where he got hit. So yeah, that's how that works. Okay, so that's the end of D4's turn. I have to make a roll for unrelated reasons.
See how many wake up.
Okay, that was a low roll, which is good for you.
Yeah.
You still haven't mentioned like shit happening here, Isaac. Please tell me there's shit waking up.
I don't know if I see that.
You did.
Ustenia.
No, he said it generally.
Roach mentioned that when you failed
That's how
your
you
attack,
missed
you
your...
saw things moving. Yeah, you saw things moving below
in the dark.
Water.
Oh.
Below.
Yeah. That's why I was like, tell me, please, so I can stop this shit from happening.
Too late now. Ustenia, go ahead. It's your turn.
I will hack and slash to this foul beast that had bitten me.
You will
Yes.
rip and tear, as they say.
Oh shit, wrong thing. Undo that. Sorry, I pressed the wrong one.
That's. Hold on a second. Hold on a second before you do anything. That's a hit. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. That's the damage you rolled for that hit.
Yep.
So we'll just
You
go.
dropped a 20.
Yeah.
You rolled an.
Glad I had that.
Oh.
Miss.
So sad.
Oh, miss. So he rolled
What'd
a.
you drop on
So
that one? You dropped
for the
a seven.
people listening, he rolled a 12 and a 20 on his first attack, plus 7, so it was 19 he hit, and then he rolled a 6 and 17 with his second attack, and got a 13 total on that one, which missed.
Rip the homie.
So a grand total of 9 damage done, which is something. It's something. By the way, of the creatures that you see, which is all of them, 3 of them are
We can tell there's the
3
little
of them are
orange icon.
bloodied. Yeah, 3 of them are bloodied. The one
Yeah.
that Ustenia is fighting is not bloodied.
Yeah.
So that's what you see. Is that going to be the end of your turn, Ustenia?
Can I use a bonus action to drink a potion of healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's by the way, that's a house rule because for everybody listening, usually according to the rules, it's an action for healing potions. But I like Matt Mercer's method of using bonus actions. I think that works.
It makes sense. It
Right.
wouldn't take you a whole
Where's
thing
the
to
thing
go.
to do the thing? How much is a potion of healing again?
2d4?
It should say it if you like click the dragon on the item. It should like blow it up and tell you everything about
You
it.
should be able to click the little microscope thing and hit heal, and it should.
Magnifying glass.
I,
It's an item.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. There you go. So go ahead and roll that.
How do I do that?
You can put a modifier in the bottom box, like there's a little modifier thing. Put 2 in that, and then pick up a D4. Right click to get 2 of them, and just toss that into the box. There you go. So you heal 6. So give yourself go down to 9 HP loss total.
Very good, very good.
Here we go.
Nicely
Okay.
done.
Is that the end of your turn? Because you still have movement.
No, I'm gonna save it.
Okay then. Isaac.
right,
Your
can
turn.
you move me?
Sure.
Now, if I remember correctly now from the spell,
Yes, he is. He will take a to target him and do the thing.
yeah.
You're a fucking gaming piece of shit.
It's not metagaming, but also
I know it's not metagaming, but I'm.
this is Isaac knows what his spell does. But
I know.
But also, it means that he'll have a much harder time trying to pull him down because it's even lessened movement speed.
It's true.
It's
Well, he'd have a hard
half.
time already because he'd have to make an opposed strength check against Ustenia, who has a fucking
You mean Bonler?
massive.
On the
I'm just
Bonler,
trying to
yeah.
help Bonler as much as possible here.
That's okay. I'm good with that. It failed.
It
That
will
was a
take
10. 13 damage.
13 radiant damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
And-
It's
Well
bloody.
done.
And
Well, it's been bloodied, but
I
it hurt.
will
It's hurt a lot.
not do anything else because I don't want to become uninvisible while I'm floating over the fucking water.
By the way, I should have said this at the end of the Fang Serpent's block of turns. The water level now has gone up to the point where it's about a foot above the path in terms of
Okay.
how high the water is.
Is it
It's
6
Um,
inches a turn or 3 inches every turn?
It varies. I'm rolling
Yeah.
dice, so it varies.
That's fair.
So-
That's
Yeah, okay. But yes,
like,
Yeah,
oh,
so
also
it
just-
goes up two
Roach, also just note if there are any others that that have just also entered the area that I need to target them.
No, none of them. No, they're fine.
Okay, no worries. And if they
Right,
do, let me know. And also if any start their turn here, clearly, you know.
I have certain points they come up in. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
If there are certain others that might come in, who knows?
It's fine.
Who knows?
This is where all of the people who are
I will
vaping
say
are
the water looks like you ever seen piranhas with like a skull going into the water? Like some
Hungry
bits of this pool are starting to go like kind of bubbles.
Yeah,
and
and I will let them know that there's more of them underneath the
'cause
water.
yeah, you definitely see there's more of them.
Right, now that I'm
With that light.
flying over the water, like,
Oh yeah, give me a
Oh,
perception check. Give me
yeah.
give me a perception check.
Okay.
Because you haven't done anything else. Give me a perception check. That's what I do there.
because I've technically not used an action yet, have I?
Exactly.
Would this count as my action?
Yes, it would. Because
I'm just wondering if I should move closer to Bonla.
Maybe you should move towards the valves. Just,
Which
you know.
am I? Well, yeah, I could do, but I want to keep Bonla in. So if I go to
There's
Bottom
nothing we
of the
can
one.
do for him. As soon as we lower the water, he's dead anyways.
He can walk. He's on water.
I mean, yeah,
Whatever.
you're not wrong.
That's true. Either way,
technically
it's
it
up
does
to
count as,
you. It's up to
a
you,
solid
Isaac.
if I move, yeah, I'm not gonna perception. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Can you move me to there, and then I'm gonna move again because that's not my full movement.
10. There's a way of stringing together movement. I've seen.
Oh
Rival
yeah, I've just
do
done it.
Control?
I think. There you
Yeah.
go.
You just grab the little square.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you've moved. You kind of gone around.
Not that anyone
You could have
sees
gone
this.
over. Could have gone just over the.
I didn't want to because they've got reach. I didn't want to
Yeah,
incur
they do
the.
have reach.
Well,
Well,
actually,
they
they
do have
can't
reach,
see me.
but he's-
so
They can't see you.
fuck.
Also, it's got Bonla in its mouth.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's sort of distracted, you know? Kind of a little. Just a small
But
bit.
that's the end of your turn. So now we go to Sesh's turn. Sesh, what do you want to do? There's a creature right in front of you that tried attacking you. I don't know if you're just being very still or if you're frozen.
And
I think he's frozen.
Utari, don't forget you have Bardic Inspiration you can add to an attack roll.
That's true. Oh yeah, you probably could have. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
It's a D8 now.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that this? Is that the? Oh.
Mike, he's
Okay,
moving.
You're back, Mike. You're back,
That was
Mikey.
weird.
Yeah.
You guys literally did not change at all. I was talking normally like nothing had happened, and I could hear every word of that. But let's move on. Okay, so I
you wanna do?
dispel light as a
Okay.
3-year bonus, whatever you want to count it as.
Yeah, it's free. It's a free action. You
Okay.
just- yeah.
And I will. Okay, so spiritual weapon is a bonus action to move and attack, or it counts as an action for me to use it as an attack.
I believe it's
It
a.
should.
I believe it's
down-
a bonus
says
action
Here,
too.
as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against the creature within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bonus action now.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapons is
So
great
that-
because it's one of the only bonus action everything spells in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move the weapon 20 feet to. Okay, that little
It does not. It does not get bonuses for being flanking. It is not a creature. I'm just gonna point
But
out.
Justinia will. So
No.
No, it
No,
won't.
it doesn't.
It does
it
not.
no, it doesn't.
It does not. You can look at the spell. It actually, I think, pretty
It
sure
doesn't-
it says that in spell.
It doesn't.
says,
It doesn't.
Yeah, spirit
a
weapons, they're like an attack thing. They're not really...
Yes, you can't. They can't.
It does not
an attack.
mention anything about flanking in here.
I think it's in an errata, but we checked it because we had a cleric in one of our previous games.
We've had a yeah.
Oh.
Basically, the
it's
idea
I'm gonna move it
is
anyway because fuck it. Why
the,
not?
the idea with spiritual weapons is they're only forms to attack.
Yeah. It's just it's ethereal.
and it's ethereal,
'Cause it
so
can't
it doesn't.
take damage. It doesn't have.
That's why you
attack
can also
opportunity.
technically stand in the same tile as it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair then. But yeah, I'll move it
So-
to that. I'll move it. I wanted to move it around the corner behind the animal, the creature anyway. But you
Alright,
know,
there you go.
yeah, it's fine.
It can't be hit
you know
either, so.
Yeah.
I will
So
then
go ahead and,
move an attack action for it because it'll repeat the attack essentially for free.
Yes. Yes.
So, a yeet.
What are you eating, Midge? Because it is obnoxiously crunchy.
Big crunch.
I don't know what it is, so I want to know what it is because I need to know if I'm hungry for it or not. That's
Ah.
That's the one. That's shitty.
Anyone in the UK want to answer him?
What's that?
Oh, it's
Pork scratchings.
No, it's Yorkshire pie.
Yorkshire puddings.
He always eats Yorkshire pudding.
Pudding.
That's all he ever eats.
He's a
You gotta catch
hungry
up one
boy.
of these days.
I
Yorkshire
feel
puddings is actually
way.
just made out of.
I encountered a new condiment this week, and I feel way too American. I think you might know this, Crimson. I'm not sure if it's if it's caught on like over on the East Coast and the South, but I feel way too American eating it. It's you ever have fry sauce before, like at a restaurant? It's like fry. It's basically ketchup and mayo that's mixed together and
Right.
into everything like that. They now sell that.
Yeah.
Heinz sells
Heinz
that.
did
Oh
that.
yeah.
Mayo
Yeah,
chop.
That's a yeah.
Mayo chop. Yeah, mayo chop. I feel I've got that now, and I'm just like, it's really good with fries, but I feel bad with this on my plate.
Heart is actually saying you shouldn't eat this, but I want it anyway.
Yeah, it's just everything. Because usually I just have ranch with a lot of things, because I'm from the Midwest, and that's kind of
Yeah.
Your
that's what I
thing.
do.
Ranch.
Yeah, it's ranch.
Your thing.
Do you
Is
live
that
near
the
Ram
end?
Ranch?
Are you gonna attack, or because you still have an action? in your
I'm
movement?
switching my target from. Well, my target is not creature 4 because
It's
obviously
1.
it's not within my range.
It's the one that's
so
attacking you. That you're
yeah,
targeting to
creature
attack.
1. Well, he didn't attack me. He attacked the poor dead bastard next.
No, he tried attacking you this last
Oh.
round. No, he didn't. No, never mind. He didn't. No, I was thinking of. I was getting
That's
that
next.
one mixed up with. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's next.
Next
Don't worry.
round.
Don't worry. Go ahead and attack him if you want. I feel so bad. Mayo chop. That's the worst name.
Oh, see, there's a company that makes something called fry sauce. That's the same thing.
Yeah, no. I've made it before, like physically, but mayo chop is way too.
Mayo
much
chop
more
is better than
solid.
mayo chop is better than ketch mayonnaise.
Ketchup.
No, I know, but
guess,
there's a company that
yeah.
sells it's like a bottle of fry sauce. That's
Yeah,
what it says.
no,
Yeah.
it's essentially the same concept, except mayo chop's far more thick than actual fry sauce. Fry sauce is it's more liquidy to
Oh.
it, and I
got a different-
yeah,
I
that's-
don't like mayo, so I don't eat it ever.
Oh,
Are you sure you like Crimson? Because you know.
No, I'm not. Apparently,
No, I agree. I don't eat mayo either.
I put
Well, not
sauerkraut
straight
on
out of the
everything.
jar. What are you?
What are you, an animal?
It's the thing
you,
that
a
goes on
student?
other things.
No, I don't like it on anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like
that,
mayonnaise.
that hits. So Sesh got a 24 on that attack. Hit the creature and did 7 damage to it with her warhammer bludgeoning.
With her big fuck off warhammer.
Yeah, it's at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Bonla,
Bonla immediately takes 9 damage because he started his turn inside the maw of the creature. So what is he gonna do? He could just try
to stab it.
Well, he could just attack. That's the thing. He could just attack the creature and just start, or he could try to do an opposed strength to break the ground.
Is he under the water right now?
No, he's still on top. That's the thing.
Oh,
He's still
okay.
got water walk, so he's like,
Right.
it's trying to bring
Okay.
him down, and the creature doesn't understand that that's not happening. So it's just
Okay.
Yeah, because water when you're
Yeah.
using water walk counts as being solid ground. So it's
Right,
literally
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to drag. It's like trying to drag him through stone.
Concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
It's a good thing I prepared that today.
it's semi like that though. He can still be if it succeeds a high enough on its drag on its roll, it can bring him down through it.
Yeah.
It's
If
just
he slipped and it dragged him
Yeah.
down sideways, he would go down.
yeah. It just depends. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
he's-
needs to have the strength to pull him over, basically.
Yeah.
Hack it to pieces.
Bonla's gonna just attack.
Yeah,
He's probably
think
seen the
murder.
damage I just did to it as well. Sees that it's hurting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, he's just gonna go. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna try going for it.
Hit it with his
Because he
big
can't
fuck off
move.
axe.
So
Does
let's
it-
go
has it-
ahead.
has it-
Yep. So he does 25 to hit.
That hurts.
Nice.
Yep. And he rolled pretty mediocre to only 10 damage. How many? He gets
He gets a second.
He gets 3 attacks, doesn't he?
he gets
Three.
3 melee, two ranged, but that's only if he had 2 ranged weapons. He only
has
this-
the
the one collapsible spear.
Which is in this creature.
Yeah,
And he's currently in.
it's a good point. Does he use his bonus action to just pick?
I would.
spear
I'm
up?
gonna take this real quick, just if you don't mind.
He's not going to use his bonus action anywhere else.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah, he'll take. Yeah, okay. So he retrieves his spear with one, and then goes and does the other 2 attacks he has. So let's see. what
I
he
don't.
hit.
Just Bond being like
23 to
"Excuse me, I
hit. I'm
need
just going to
that."
do both attacks and then do both damage.
Yeah.
So that's 1
Yeah.
hit, and that's another hit. So he's got 2 hits
Oh,
out of
cool.
that.
Well done, Bond.
That's good. Just going to double check here. He's using 2 hands. So I've been misrolling that. He's using. Well, no, he's not because 1 hand's in there. So I've been using it correctly. Because he has
One
a
hand is
it's-
being pinned. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he has 1 hand which is 2d6, and he has a 2 hand which is 2d8. So
Yeah, that's fair.
his damage roll. So let's go ahead and do this one. So the first
Versatile,
hit
yo.
does 10 damage again.
Nice.
Second one.
This thing needs to die already. God damn it.
11
dead.
damage. He kills
Yeah,
it.
it's dead.
Thank God.
Bonla with the yell of the orcish ancestry just starts wailing into this creature's head, using his arm to hold it still to get hits in between the eyes. And he's carving into it with the axe, just hit, and he finally gets through the skull plate, and you just see the creature wriggle and slack, and he is no longer grappled by this thing. At that point, he now has complete. I just gotta get the effect off of him.
I just want
He's
to point
now
out if he had rolled 1 more point extra damage on that second attack, he would have killed it
On that first, yeah.
Yeah.
on the second attack because it's
Exceeded by 10
the points by
points.
10. Yeah. So if it does
Yeah.
1 more damage, yeah.
Yep.
Damn
So
it,
that's
Bonza. You're so good
God.
at the same time.
he took a lot of damage in that from that creature. So that's going to be the end of his. Well, no. He has his movement. He's
Yep.
no longer grappled. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's trying to get that way, and that's the end of his turn. Rivellon.
Okay. Move me
Finally
to
your
there,
turn.
please.
All
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Are you trying to make a sprint to the valves? I can tell you where the
Sort
valve
of.
is.
Sort of. Kind
Okay.
of trying to help Bonla and Sedna and keep them covered and whatnot.
Thanks, appreciate it.
It's alright, no problems. You can't get hit anyway, apparently.
I'm just over here trying to fight
Sorry.
this thing by myself. Ian,
I'm
Ian
tired
just
of
sitting here
these
just over here
motherfucking
fighting fucking
serpents. This motherfucking dungeon.
Hey,
Okay,
motherfucking tired of these motherfucking giant snakes.
That's
The
all
dragon.
he just swears. Just swears.
So you're wanting to keep them covered, or because you can do that by using holding an action and saying if anything gets within X amount of distance
I
of
know.
one of them.
He's an archer. He
So I
can
just
hit
want-
everything on the screen still.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I know that.
I
I'm
know.
saying I'm just going with what he described. I'm just telling it you could do that. if you
I know,
wanted.
because I did that before.
Yeah.
And then you decided you were going to make all the other dragons come up the other side where I wasn't
They
looking.
just did.
Thank you very
You
much.
can- you
no,
can
you
s-
made that decision.
You did
They
make that
go down
decision.
All
the
right,
road.
all right. Let's
All right.
continue on.
Slapping
Jesus
each other.
Christ. Come on, ladies.
Break it up! Break
You're
it
both
up!
beautiful, okay? You're both beautiful, okay? Just calm down.
Oh.
Didn't hit anything anyway.
Oh wow. To be fair, you're not rolling too well today. Like the
No.
also these creatures have an absurdly high AC.
Doesn't make a difference. I can't hit anything with those.
No, 14. You could hit a lot of things with that.
You would have hit the bandits.
Almost hit me.
you would have
You
the
could-
bandits.
I could hit everything with the bandits.
You could hit me if I haven't put my stone up or if I don't shield.
That's true.
My base
You
AC
could
is
prob-
14.
You would have hit Bonla
You would have.
if he didn't have his he has a bonus to that. His base AC you would have hit him in, but he has a special thing on him. So that don't worry about that.
It's not magical though, because we know it's not magical. Because we've seen a lot
Yeah, it's
of
not
reviews
magical.
again.
He just has some extra stuff on him. Okay,
Like armor.
is that the end of your turn?
I got nothing else I can do.
Okay, well, you could move your hunter's mark if you wanted to.
No point, because the weird snurping things will disappear in a second.
Which one
don't
is it
know
on
that.
though?
It's on the one next to Stenia. Right.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm asking you, is it the one on Stenia or is it the one that Isaac just killed?
It was on the one that Isaac just killed, but don't worry.
Okay, so
Well,
then you
then you
can
need
move
to
I'll
that.
move it later.
No, you have to move it this turn. Is it
Yeah,
bad?
Why
if
is it
it's
just
not on
spells?
anything, it goes away.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. I can hold it for an hour.
No. But if the creature
Yeah,
is dead, it goes away if you don't move it.
Yeah, it has to be on something though for that hour. So, if I'll
Then why
read
would
it,
I be
I'll
able to
read
hold it for 24 hours when I get up to like level 14?
So you can
Because
track a
you're-
creature.
you're putting it on
track that
something.
animal.
You can
that
track
creature.
it if it's on there. If it dies though, you lose it.
Alright, I'll put it on Serpent Fang 2.
What is it called? It's Hunter's Mark, right?
Mhm.
Where the hell is it? Hunter's Mark.
missed.
I'm trying to find it.
And the sea serpents were confused when
Hunter's Mark. There we go.
Sesh
If the
disappeared.
target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a
pulls out a
bonus
vape
action
and just
on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new
vanishes.
creature.
Okay, no, we're wrong. We're wrong. It doesn't go
No.
away. It does. The way it reads, though, it doesn't say it goes away after that. It just says you can move it as a bonus action on a subsequent turn. It doesn't
that's
say
if
it goes
you
away after
kill
a
it.
subsequent turn.
It seems like if you kill it.
No, I'm gonna say with the
Alright.
way it reads,
Alright.
it doesn't
No,
go
that's fine.
away. Because if you read a lot of these spells, normally it tells us that's the case.
Yeah.
If it
It's
is
like if that thing is dead, you no longer have that
Yeah.
spell effect, sort of thing.
Yeah. So if you want to use a bonus action now, you can just
Yeah,
move
fine.
it.
I'll put it on Serpent 2 like I was going to.
Okay. All right. This is good.
And then I'll
This
go back
we
to
need to
sleep
know
over
this
here
anyway.
for the next 40 minutes.
I mean, it doesn't really cost you anything anyway, to be fair. You
That's
just move it
true.
as a bonus
Oh,
action.
that's really
that's the end
cool.
of your turn. So now we go to R1.
I am
Mitch
going
is,
to.
Mitch is playing with his
give-
lights again.
No.
Um,
I'm reading an article. Oh my.
Oh.
I'll talk about
Uh,
this in the break to you guys.
I'm going to give. What's her name? Sedna. Bardic wait, can I have multiple Bardic
Yes.
inspirations out?
It's
okay.
it's non-concentration. It's
Right,
just
yeah,
something
yeah.
you give.
I'm going to give Sedna a Bardic
A
inspiration.
D8. Okay.
You got this. You got this.
Might
Sedna.
help with that strength check she might have to make in a few seconds.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
she's not good at those.
Get over here! I need your muscle.
I'm gonna beat on this serpent that's trying to bite me.
All right, beat off your snake. Yes.
Yep.
Your one-eyed serpent.
Short sword +1.
Your poison-fanged serpent.
That hits.
That hits. So
Hey, it's a medical condition, okay, Mitch?
That was a pretty bad roll for damage, though. But it's
yeah.
not your strong suit.
And then my other short sword.
Oh, wow.
Hit.
That hits again.
And, take more pain.
That's a
That's
lot
not
better
bad.
damage.
That's
Yeah.
not bad. Oh, no, it's not bad.
And that's my turn.
Okay then. Wait, don't you have a bonus? When you
No,
use your bonus
Bardic.
action for the
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration? Okay. Yeah. That really does hamper your damage output when you do a Bardic Inspiration, doesn't it? Huh?
Especially if I don't use the Bardic inspiration on myself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're not spec'd for external
No,
health.
I'm spec'd
really. You're
for
spec'd
internal.
Internal, yeah.
He's spec for internal buffing, not external buffing.
He's a
Yeah, that
DPS
sucks.
bard rather than a utility bard.
It's true. I'm used to. I'm used to. Oh my God! Why can't I remember the character's
Art
name?
locks.
Midge? Art locks. Jesus.
Midge's face.
My God.
I played that character for 2.5 years.
More than a. Yeah, but it's been almost a year and a half since we played him.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, we've been playing this campaign for more than a year.
This
Yeah,
one.
you're not wrong there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. And since then, I've also had. I can't remember his name. The one with the dog.
The rate
Didn't
we're
this game
going, this
also have like
campaign-
a pretty big gap.
Right.
Like, didn't you guys like not play this game for a little while?
No, we had a game. We had the first.
no,
What were
we
you
had
saying, Utari?
I was about to say,
that.
the rate this is going, this campaign's going to last long enough for me to have a bloody another...
Okay, so Sedna is at the valve, so she needs to make a strength check to get it moving, because it is.
He's like, I feel flexing right
it
now.
is semi-rusted with the salt air.
Damn, that's fair.
So she gets a bargain spray. It's a D8, right? Okay.
Yep.
D8. So she makes a strength.
Quick
check.
question. Can you roll Bardic Inspiration after you roll? So you roll the dice?
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
As long as, yeah. I mean,
And
She's poisoned.
yeah.
That goes away at the end of this turn. So she rolled a 1. So she's not going to use the bargain spray. She rolled a 14 and a 1. Took the 1, obviously, because she's poisoned.
poison.
Yeah. So that, yeah, that's all she really has.
Cuts
she
herself
does
on the
action.
rust or something.
Yeah.
Tetanus later. Might not help.
Yeah. But that does mean her poison effect goes away now because she's had it for.
Cool.
Yeah, my notes. Yeah, it goes away now. So next turn she'll have a normal roll. She still doesn't have any. She has strength of 10. She has no bonuses.
She would she tell Bonna to go to the other valve or?
She hasn't said anything to Bonla yet. Bonla just seems to be moving towards her, as if he's covering her. Okay, and that's the end of Sedna's turn. Bandit 1's dead. Bandit 2's dead.
They're dead.
Serpent 1 is going to go ahead and try to do the snackaroos on Sash.
Okay.
I don't appreciate this roach, but I understand it. Okay.
I don't care.
I don't particularly give a shit.
That's a natural 20.
Oh
That's a
no!
crit.
How much HP do I have?
Not enough.
48.
It's happening.
48. Okay, it's probably not going to kill me this turn. Probably
Well,
not.
we'll
Well,
go
it
to
gets
break
the-
up to the end of the.
Yeah.
We'll at the bottom of the round, I think, or at the bottom of the serpent round, we'll see if there's more.
Yeah.
We'll-
Go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage.
So
Roach.
let's roll the damage.
So it's
And I've
double
also
dice
rolled
damage in
hail,
it.
That's 38 damage.
I'm not dead. I still have 10 HP, so yay.
That's
And
38
you're also,
fucking damage.
you're also grappled, and you'll take instant damage at the beginning of.
Well, no,
Next turn.
She'll have to make roll. The grapple effect does immediately go on, but then there's also the poison effect that has to be rolled for. There's some things that have to happen. But I want to point out. I rolled for that. That was a 9 on it. It was 2d because it's a d12 plus 4
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
normal damage. So it's double the dice. So that was a 9 and a 10 on the 2d12s. A 5, 1, 5, 4 on d6s.
Pretty decent.
For the poison.
That's pretty, yeah. So, took some bad.
Hey,
there.
look, I'm alive. Who gives a shit, alright? Doesn't matter how much you hurt me as long as I
I thought
survive
she
the
was
end of the
auto
day.
grappled because of impale.
She is. I've still got to
Oh
roll.
yeah, the thing bit me and it's got me through the shoulder or something, and now I have
Okay,
a fang.
you failed the Constitution saving throw for the poisoned effect, so now you are poisoned. So, you
Sesh
got
is
that.
fucked.
You are now
It's a
grappled by the
complete,
creature immediately because of the effect of the crit. So,
It's a good
That's
thing
a thing.
water walking is a effect that just stays on you. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you have that.
yeah. Who cast invisibility?
I did.
Oh wow.
Our
You
one.
did, have you? Remind me, if you get damaged, you need to make a
Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Sea Serpent 2.
It's very likely that
Shade.
if this thing rolls a decent.
Well, you immediately take a
D12,
D12.
probably
You,
kill.
you immediately take an attack roll on the start of your turn.
If
Yeah.
it
Take a
rolls
D12 plus
anything
4.
more than a 6 on the dice, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
It's a D12 plus 4. That
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
rolls anything more than a 6 on the dice, I immediately go down. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody should try and heal her. Well, actually, there's this thing. You're the healer of the group, aren't you?
Well, Isaac has.
I got heals.
What's the word?
Yeah, Isaac's also on the other side of the room. So
Isaac literally has what's the word? He has healing word.
No, I don't have
Oh,
healing word anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got rid of
I've
that.
only got cure wounds,
21 to hit.
Yeah.
which is touch unless
Okay.
I do some really cool stuff.
That's not a critical for this guy because you rolled a 14. But you take.
That's the
Oh
first
wow.
one we've gotten so far.
Okay. So that is a.
That's the DC 10 constitution.
Oh, it immediately rolled a concentration check for you.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
That's
Wow.
really
That's
cool.
Cool. Yeah. And you
That's
rolled
a
a
good
really
thing.
good, by the way. 18 plus 2 is not bad. 20.
We're all just like,
Uh,
oh, Isaac does have some cool shit in it.
We were finding new things, and that was actually a really shit roll for the piercing damage. It was a 1 on the d12.
Oh.
Though I did roll a 5 and a 6 on the poison damage. So you take 16 total out of that. Which I don't even know how much health you have, but that's gotta hurt.
48.
He has about, I think he's the same as me. Yeah, 48.
Yeah.
I'm 48.
And so that's gonna be.
I'm the weak
now
one,
you gotta-
remember?
Yeah, now you gotta take a Constitution saving throw to see if you're poisoned. You succeed.
Nice. It's a DC 10, right? Because he rolled less than
14.
14.
Oh.
Oh no, you talking for concentration?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought
Well,
you said-
concentration
yeah.
checks is half the
It's,
damage
DC
taken
10
or,
half
10.
damage, right? That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever's
Yeah,
higher.
So, yeah. So he succeeded. He rolled a 20 anyways. He'd have to have taken, what is it, 40 damage or something like that, or
About as much as
Yeah.
Sesh just took.
yeah.
38, which was pretty goddamn high.
So that's the end of Sea Serpent 2's turn. 3 is dead. 4
Good.
4 wants to noms.
With spiritual
Usonia,
weapons
so-
concentration.
No, it's bonus action.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
It's just there.
It's just there.
Until I go down, that is. If I go down, it goes away.
Yeah.
That's a 13, which misses Usonia. So this fucking thing.
Lost in the scale mail.
Yeah, well, hey, that scale mail's helping you.
Yeah.
The
I need
new
to buy
army
a
you
set
got.
of full plate already. I just need to do
And
that.
I need to make a roll. That's good for you, and also make the other roll for the other thing. That's not so good for you. So it's about a foot and a half now above the path.
How much
of water.
longer until the valves are under the water? I should ask if it.
The valves themselves would be because it kind of goes up a little bit, and the platform or the area there. You would think it would be another like 4 feet for them to be totally underwater, but the valves themselves are about a foot. Like
That's not too
big,
bad.
a foot
That's not
tall.
too
So
Okay.
yeah, it's about that much. But yeah, so you think if this kept going, maybe another foot of water, and these creatures might start be able to move without impediment over
Onto the
the
lane.
path. Yeah. So just pointing it out there. But we're gonna go on break now.
Oh. Okay, so we'll be back in about 10 or so minutes. Go somewhere if you need to, but be right back. Go get yourself some tea or whatever you need to do. We'll see you then.
Oh, rival, I'm sorry. I really am. See, normally you have a really good. years of time or something like
Yeah.
that in the universe. Like it's
The first book is pretty short, but that's only because it's just you guys getting kind of set
exploration.
up and beginning things, and then the second and
I
third
have a
book is
copy of
when
it.
gets really-
Yeah, I have a copy of them, especially because of this website. They have all the adventure paths in there, every one of them. It's all there in scans. I thought about when I got Fantasy Grounds to buy, because you can buy the adventure paths in Fantasy Grounds. It's all integrated.
Oh, cool. So you can literally just
So-
be like, this Fantasy Rounds game I'm setting up as a Kingmaker game, and it sets everything up.
Just load it in there, and it'll be right there,
God, that would
including
save
the
so much
including the
time.
hex maps, and you can click and it'll say explored, unexplored, and it has all the little
That
bits
saves
in there.
so much time, man. Because I remember
Yeah.
playing Kingmaker and being like, my God, the
That's the
GM spent
big
hours on this shit.
downside, is the mapping and the exploration part of it, and keeping track of all that, especially for DMs, because you've got to make sure all that stuff's there, and you got to keep an eye on it and everything. But no, the other one you might want to look at, and it can be adapted to, would be like the Fate or Fudge kind of rules, like those that it's a simple game system, and you could
Right, okay.
cut out the magic if there's any magic in there. GURPS would be a good one too. The
Yeah,
generic,
generally.
you know, is good.
First magic can get kind of complicated, but
Yeah,
you don't need
still
it
a lot of
technically.
people cut
in the
that
system.
out. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of choices. It's just kind of up to you, really, in a lot of cases, to what you want to do. Because you could play D&D without magic.
Yeah.
There were
You could.
supplements for 3.5 that were, because 3.5 brought in the open game license, and there were.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is I only know 5e, and that's, I mean, you need magic in it. It'd be very hard to get away with.
You could probably get away with it. You'd have to
Assuming what you're-
redo the classes. You'd have to rebalance the classes and stuff. There's
Right.
probably a supplement or like a GM's Guild thing that you could get. That would be like a historical setting, and then you can get that. So
But if you're gonna do historical selling D&D, you might as well just use GURPS and make it in the medieval ages, because
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Or do a variation of the Game of Thrones.
that's what
Yeah,
I
so-
suggested Game of Thrones, because that has no magic in it, and it's pretty good. You could play that without the intrigue. You can play that as a combat game or a very D&D-esque game with just the combat rules.
Right.
It's not as deep as D&D.
I mean,
Kind of, it's really like you either win or you don't with the
Right.
combat.
Yeah.
So
kind of like
But-
CK2. Most of the time, you either lose and die, lose, get injured, win, get injured, or win.
yeah,
Or get murdered by a horse.
Yes, also viable.
you
Right.
could definitely. I know there's definitely supplements for Pathfinder without magic. You can find
Yeah,
those.
there are. There's
So,
also like
yeah.
supplements for Pathfinder that add in like muskets and stuff, and I really don't like those sort of things.
Oh no. It would be like
standard fantasy, but without magic. Low
Standard
magic,
fantasy.
low magic fantasy.
yeah, like
Yeah,
right.
like
'Cause
Game of
I'm
Thrones or.
trying to write
or-
it. Well, like, because it's gonna be based on. Have any of you read the Ranger's Apprentice books?
Can't say I have. No.
All right. Well, I'm on a Discord, and we were talking about creating like a tabletop RPG, or like setting a game in that world. But we're trying to find a good
Basis.
rule
Yeah,
set to use.
good system. Thieves were on the Trove Thieves world. I know as a setting, it does have magic, but the magic is really, really different than what we're used to. It's very powerful, but it's something like you've got to plan ahead a lot. Like I want to call down lightning on this particular area, and I've got to spend like a couple hours chanting
Right.
and making circles and putting all the ingredients in there. But by God, when I'm done, it will come down. kind of thing.
Is it Rune Quest as well? Might be a good system.
Maybe there's
That's,
a lot of
that's
options.
the one that Call of Cthulhu is
Go
based
through
off.
the
That's not a
trove,
D20
figure out what you
system,
like
that's
out
a
of it.
D100.
Yeah.
You know,
Off the
Yeah.
top of
Are we
your
all
head,
ready?
Do you guys think of a low fantasy,
Yeah.
sorry, a low magic, high fantasy game? Like, dragons and dungeons
Game of
and
Thrones
weird
mod,
shit?
basically. Game of Thrones mod? Game of Thrones role-playing game is the only one I can think of.
without he's talking about high fantasy, low magic. That's kind of an it's
Lord of the
kind
Rings
difficult to
role-playing
concept.
game?
Lord of the Rings, yeah, Lord of the Rings would be that because there's very
Yeah,
little
that's fair.
magic, but it's very high
Yeah.
fantasy. Yeah, it'd be something like
true.
that. But yeah, I'm good to go. Is everybody else
Yeah,
back?
ready
Good.
whenever you guys
Cool,
are. I
let's
have my
do this.
beer. I'm happy.
Yep.
So they
You good?
deserve
You
one,
back?
damn it.
You back as well, Utari? Utari?
Nope.
Okay, he's not back yet.
He's not back.
Clearly.
I'm gonna
Which,
keep
that
drinking
kind of
my
sucks
beer,
because it's his
I'm
turn.
thirsty.
Yeah.
Come here. This is the problem with the webcam thing.
Oh
Should have
my
picked up a webcam this Prime Day, Midge, for Utari, or get a second one and give him your worst.
Right
one.
now, little
You know what the
tight.
funny
Oh,
thing
I
is,
need to wait a month or so.
You know what the funny thing is? That webcam that you guys posted, the C910.
Yeah, C920.
920.
C920. When I was in work today, because I was doing a induction day for an office space, because you know office spaces need security too.
Yeah.
And I was helping with putting out all the cardboard because they're doing refurbishment. And I was doing my training, and the guy was like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw all this cardboard into the baler outside. Let me show you to do that." And I knew how to do it because I'd done the cardboard baling before. But I went to help him, and there was a C20, there was C920 Logic webcam box just sitting in.
Sorry, yeah,
one of the
I'm back now.
Cool.
things.
Okay.
So ironic, if you will.
Yeah, I actually ordered that. It's in the mail.
Nice.
on
So
Friday.
it's your
If
go,
I hadn't bought this
Tari.
one, I would. But you know,
I don't know. This is the thing is, I'm not exactly sure if it'll work as well because I'm not sure my current problem is my webcam or my bandwidth.
I think yours is a bandwidth problem more than anything.
Either way,
If I hadn't
Tari,
bought this
it
one, I
is
would've.
your turn.
Well, I have a target in front of me. I need to try and. This is my last round of being poisoned, correct? Because it was 2. I had 1.
It was
This is my second,
one.
right?
No, you'll be poisoned until the Fang Serpent 4's turn, and then it'll go. By the time next time you go,
Yeah.
you will not be poisoned.
Yeah, that's
unless
what I was
unless he
basically
attacks you.
going for.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was meant by this is my last turn. being
Yes.
poisoned. Right, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ah, damn.
11.
That poisoned really takes the wind out of your
13.
sails.
It's really messing me.
Yeah. And yeah, what I mean by that is just for clarification, like if you have to make a check or anything like that in the next up until its turn, you will still be poisoned. But yes, it is the last time during your turn. Yes, you are correct. Are you doing any bonus actions or moving?
No, that's it.
Okay then.
I shall stand my ground.
All right.
Can I
Isaac.
move? Would moving to where it says 65 because there's an extra 5 movement on me, so that is 60. Would that put me in range of the turntable thing? The
valve?
yeah.
No, it's like you can see where it starts fanning out from the path, central path.
Yeah.
It's mirrored on both sides.
So it's 3 up.
It's 3 up and on the edge. So
Okay.
basically, Sedna's right in front of hers, and then you have to mirror that on the
could
opposite
you just
side.
like stick an X on the map just to?
Yeah, I probably could. Thank you for pointing that out. So
It's like thank you. I like that.
I'm just trying to weigh up whether to tell Bonler to go and do it while I try and go save Sesh, or if I should
Alright.
just dash for the fucking thing. Also, if it's
There
over
we go.
there, I can get
I put
there.
it next
I
to
can get there.
all right, you'd
there
still
before
you wouldn't
I
be
die,
able to do it this round. You'd have to do it next round because it requires an action to do a strength check to do the die. You move a lot faster than Bonner
Wait,
can.
do I need to be on the X that it needs to be, or do I need to be at the one next to it?
You have to be on the X.
Okay,
Like,
so I
'cause
can't
that's
I
basically
can't
right in
get
front
there
of it.
this turn, but I'm gonna move there anyway, and I'm gonna tell to everybody to just hold back the fangs while me and Sesh turn the tables as my free
You and
actions.
Sedna,
Yeah,
not
me
Sesh.
me and Sedna, and I specifically also
he's just
shout
like,
to that Sesh looks like she's in trouble. I'm gonna make sure that people know
Well,
that.
you did
I just wanna
hear her
point out-
screaming like a second ago. So
I just want to point out the 2 invisible people have now gone there. So you are just hearing this ethereally through the air because you can't see where Isaac is.
Yeah.
So actually, technically, none of you would know what Sedna's doing either. So
Yeah.
so you guys, all you know is that you saw the footprints going there because they're both
Yeah.
invisible now.
And we don't see Isaac's footprints. 'Cause he's
Yeah,
flying.
I'm floating, so it's just like.
yeah. So you have no idea where Isaac is.
Also, do any creature have I passed through any creatures? Have any creatures gone through the thing?
No, nobody else has come up.
Okay, no worries.
Since then, I've
Well,
been
good.
rolling pretty badly for the reinforcement.
My turn then.
All right then.
Thank fuck for that.
Yeah, you took 7 damage immediately.
Okay, so I'm still up. Thank fuck for
You're
that.
still up. I want to point out, because I'm going to be nice to you, getting out of the grapple immediately has them roll a d12 damage roll. Because it's a
So,
serrated fang. So,
Ow.
so,
Barbed fang? Technically?
yeah.
Because
So-
once it goes through, it's yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. Just
So
wanna
how is the
point
boat
out.
no?
Yeah, so if you try and break out, you will take damage if you succeed.
Alright. So Roach,
Yes.
hang on. One, let me just check the wording on one of my
My
abilities.
god, you
real
have
quick.
3 HP left.
Yeah.
Do you have shocking grasp and just tase this thing?
I'm a cleric. I'm not a sorcerer.
Taser, taser!
I don't
That's a
know why,
throwback.
but all I can imagine is she's just like, I'm a cleric, not a sorcerer, as she's like shaking her hands in the air.
I just fly
She-
past
she doesn't
invisibly.
have
I'm off,
control of
bitch.
that.
Just like kicking one hand, like ah. Or I'm assuming since it hurt so much, she got stabbed through the chest and is somehow still standing. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, you're being basically. You ever seen like a crocodile have a chicken in their mouth?
Yeah.
It's like
No,
it's
I'm not
just like-
American.
well, neither
We have alligators, not crocodiles.
alligators, not crocodiles. Yeah. You didn't get raised. You didn't grow up with a crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
Oh
everyone-
yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't think I watched that episode, or wasn't
Blimey,
he, or
mate.
wasn't
That's
allowed
right.
here. One of
It's,
the two.
Steve Irwin was a treasure
Steve
to you.
Irwin
I'm
was
so
national
surprised
treasure.
his kid, how big his kids are.
His kids are a treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
Bondi. No, sorry. Is it Bondi or Bonnie? I think it's his
Bindi.
daughter and Bindi and. It's not Steve Jr.
No, it's something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might
There's a
be. I
picture
think
of
he's
his
named
son
after something.
feeding.
But
There's
yeah,
a
that,
picture of his
that
son
got
feeding
me.
the same
I was
rock.
I was a
And
huge
I'm like,
fan
oh.
of him when I was a kid. So
Yeah,
that was
same.
big.
Same.
But either way, yeah, you heal. Or was that a healing?
No, I
thing
was just
rolled?
checking Blessed Healer because I wanted to see if it would heal me, but no, it doesn't. It only affects other people when I heal them. Like if I heal somebody else, it heals me as well. But not working.
You also didn't target yourself on that heal.
Yeah, it's not that if I target myself, it's that if I.
No,
target
I'm
somebody
saying
else
you
with
should have
heal-
done it, and then it would auto heal you.
Yeah, but it won't heal me as much. It'll only heal me like 3 or 4 HP, and it's not really worth it for what I need right now. So
Okay.
I am going to cast Healing Word, level 3, because fuck me.
All right.
Because it's a swift
Well,
action.
not in the
and
middle of
it's-
combat, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you're into,
Aw,
Roach. I'm
come
not gonna
on.
ask questions, all right?
Come on.
It's low hanging fruit. I gotta go for it.
Like them.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your healing. Cause
Yeah. So it's
you don't want to die.
It's 3d4 plus 9 as well. So let me just roll this.
Because you're a cleric that's spec'd into this.
Have I targeted myself? Let me just
Yes.
double check
Yes.
if I have.
Yes,
You
you're
have.
targeting
Okay.
yourself. Yes.
Am I targeting anything else?
No.
No.
Cool. Wanted to make sure I wasn't accidentally healing something
Oh god, I just realized you're poisoned too. So even if you did try and break out, you'd have to you'd have disadvantage on the check.
Yep.
19. You healed 19. You have to manually input that
Yeah.
because it doesn't.
I don't know why it rolled those 4d8s for. I think I might have clicked
I
the
don't know.
button. Not sure.
I think you clicked this
Um,
button.
So I just
So
so 45 minus 45 minus 19.
26
math. Thank
damage.
you. Don't math on stream. Bad for you.
yeah, don't math on
26, not
screen.
29.
26, not 29.
Oh, I might have misheard you then. I'm not sure.
2-6.
2-6. Nice. I'm not as
there
bad
we
as
go.
I was before. Thank you,
Yeah.
myself. I am then going to. Can I attempt to break this thing's fang with my hammer? Like just
I
whack it in
mean-
the gum and just be like, all right, fuck you.
I would say that would.
I mean, it is technically pinned to me right now, so it's right there.
It's gonna hurt.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, I would. You'd have to make a strength check. Basically, you're trying to break out. It would be an action. You're trying to pose, like you're making a strength check essentially, because with the way you're being moved around and you're being shook around, you don't have a clear line to hit with a weapon. So you're basically having to use your strength to break the fang with your body. Like you're trying to break the arrow shaft that's in your arm essentially, and you're.
I'm trying to rip this thing out of its gums with my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, because you don't have a good thing. So it would just be you trying to break out normally, but that would be an action. So I don't know what it would be an action, and it would be a pose strength check to this creature.
Right.
To do so.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
I can't heal myself again
No.
because I've already used a bonus act. Well, actually, no, I couldn't I?
No, you've only got one bonus check. Cure wounds if... Okay. No, it depends on the level of the spell, because you can only do one level or higher per turn and one bonus action spell.
You need a cantrip.
You need a cantrip.
You can only cast a cantrip this round still. So
yeah, that's fair.
That's what you got.
All right.
So what are you planning on doing?
At a certain level, I think you can do level 1s and higher
I just want to
levels,
point out, if you're planning on attacking him directly, you can do that with an action, but make sure you're not targeting yourself, because you are currently targeting him and yourself.
My own targeting here real quick.
Yes.
I should have be away now.
I don't want you to kill yourself.
Just, I hit it, critical, I rolled 2 20s somehow, and I critical, and I killed myself.
Who knows? It's theoretically possible for you to hit yourself and not the creature right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm honest.
Actually, no. You have the same AC.
Oh, cool. Not really.
So what are you doing?
So I could cast a cantrip, correct? But I can't.
You can cast a cantrip, or you could attack,
but
or you could try and break out.
If I attack or if I attempt to break out, I'm at disadvantage, correct? Because I'm poisoned.
Yes. But that'll
in that case,
yeah.
In that case, I will use Sacred Flame because all that is it making a save. So if I cast, it should roll the save.
Yep. It succeeded.
It succeeded. It takes half.
All right.
Which it should do automatically, correct?
Yes, it will.
That's 9, so it should do 4.
It did so.
No, wait. Is that just a straight up miss? Let me check.
It's a straight up miss.
It's a straight up miss. It's straight up miss.
So give it 9 HP back, and
that's easy enough because
that's my turn.
An even number. All right, that's the end of that. And now we go to the top of the round, which is Bonla. Bonla. Marsha.
It's like you're talking to him and you're disappointed. Like Bonla.
I'm not angry, buddy.
5, 10,
just disappointed.
15, 20, 25, 30.
It's not listened to me. Damn.
It?
Well, yeah.
I said he.
Calling him it probably hurt that.
I said he.
You said
it.
When?
You said it.
Just now.
Just now.
No, I said he.
You said it's
You
not
said
listening
it didn't
to me.
listen.
Yeah.
I said he didn't listen.
It, unless he identifies as such. So.
And that's as far as he gets with his turn. So you were both
we don't know
equidistant.
what
You're basically
identifies as.
equidistant in terms of movement to the things.
And you told me I was faster.
You're a little bit faster, but you still had an action, I think, or a bonus action. He just used everything.
I moved everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were faster with flying.
I thought you were
30
faster
feet?
flying.
30 feet flying.
No, I thought it was 40 feet flying, but that's why I thought so. No. Okay.
Not till level 14.
All right. Rivellon, it's your turn.
All right, there we go.
You've seen by the
Move to that, please.
way. Okay. All right. I was gonna say your friends behind you are hurt. Sesh looks almost dead. Per
Well,
second.
she looks almost dead, but now no longer as such.
She is still impaled by this creature.
And she's still going to take auto damage every turn.
I will move Hunter's Mark to Serpent Fanged 1.
Yeah.
1. All right. Rightio.
I'm crossing
That's
my
hit.
fingers and toes.
I'm going to do the second attack and then do the damage. All right.
That's
Yep.
that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yes. Look at those.
Oh yeah.
Storn. Hey, I told you it's gonna happen. You're gonna kill this thing, and then. Okay. Oh.
Hunter's
my
mark.
God.
Hunter's mark.
Oh.
Oh.
You could have done it. You could have done. I'm gonna break silence on here. It had 80. It has 85 HP, and it was at 80. So you needed to roll 5, and you could have killed it immediately with the hunter's mark.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sad face.
It's close though. Hey, that was pretty good though.
I mean, hey, if I had hit it with Sacred Fire, it probably would have died. Probably.
No. 'cause
Maybe.
It had that.
Well,
No.
I
He's
mean,
saying now it
would've
would
died.
have.
Now.
Oh,
it
now,
would've
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Now it would have.
So you used your bonus action to move the mark, and then you attacked and moved.
Yeah.
So that's the end of your turn. Okay. I'm making sure. I'm keeping track.
Come on, Owen.
that's fine.
It was a good round though.
Owen's
Really
like,
good.
I need to
Alright,
Storing up that luck.
Finally got a bloody hit. That's fine. Yeah, I'll live
Well
with
done. Thank you. You're a lifesaver.
Probably.
You're a treasure.
You are.
that. In fact,
Seriously.
I'm
thank
the
you
only
so much.
person who's not been damaged yet.
Someone. Roach is just like, I'm gonna
Okay.
fix that in a second.
I tried to get it. I'm rolling every turn to see if another creature comes up.
All right.
God damn
I'm
it.
okay with this. I'm just saying.
R1's gonna be selfish. All right.
Alright.
He's going to do his attacks.
No wonder you already have an ex-wife.
Oh. Oh.
One attack. Or both my
Alright.
attacks, I guess.
Yeah. That's a
It's a
miss.
miss.
Unfortunately. You're not rolling really well. That's
That's a hit.
That's a hit. There you
Alright.
go.
And then I'm gonna do a defensive flourish using one of my bardic inspirations. So I'm gonna have to roll one of those. Just so you know. All right. So that's that damage, and then
Damn.
so this is gonna.
You need a better sword, buddy.
I do. This damage, this bardic inspiration die is gonna be damage, and it's also gonna add to my AC
Okay.
because defensive flourish.
Defensive flourish. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Oh wow.
All right.
So you did 1 extra damage to it, which is
Yep,
good.
and I now have
and now you have AC of
16.
16. Is that how long does that go for? Just a round?
It's just a round.
Just a round. Okay.
Or yeah, until I get back to you.
Yeah, until it gets back to you. Okay.
That's
then.
unfortunate.
That is really bad. I feel sorry. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Sedna, who's no longer poisoned and has a D8 still, for her bardic inspiration, is going to make a check to see if she can dislodge this
Oh.
valve. What were you gonna say?
I just need. I don't know if it counts, but I just remembered my halfling luck.
Oh, if he rolls a 1.
I think that's
It's a
ability check. So
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I don't think that counts as any
that
of
doesn't
those.
count. That doesn't count.
It says attack roll.
It would. No, it's damage roll.
Ah,
He's
yeah.
doing damage with it. That's,
Different type of roll. You're
Fine.
correct. You're correct.
yeah.
Good attempt though.
Hey! I've been at this game for
That's-
longer than some of you.
Yeah.
Because I know how
It's
to
fine.
read these
It's
rules.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh my God, Sedna. That's a 1. That's 1, and I'm not going to roll that because I am going to use meta knowledge, knowing that even with a D8, even she rolls a max on this D8, she's not gonna dislodge that. Fucking
She's still weakened from the poison.
nothing. It just doesn't. It doesn't count.
Dang.
Sorry, what?
Do ability checks not naturally fail on 1 anyway?
No,
Or am I?
No, they don't.
Just
they don't.
attack rolls.
No, just attack
I don't
rolls.
crit
Okay.
success or fail.
That's weird.
It's
weird in my
still
brain
just a
because,
1.
You know, yeah. It's weird in my
Well,
brain.
in this
because,
system-
you know.
Well, in this system, it's just not with the way that they've balanced things. Automatic misses and failures are now 1s and 20s, but with ability checks, they don't apply that because of the way things scale in the system. Because it used to be there used to be a system. It used to be a system in which, like 3.5 and 4, that you could actually have modifiers so high. With a 1, you're still rolling like into 15s and 16s and
Yeah,
stuff
like in
that,
Pathfinder,
so-
that's a perfect example. You can have a paladin with saves high plus 20s by level 10.
Well, you can be a goblin rogue and have a plus 20 to your stealth on like level 5, and
Yeah.
and you could which is so.
And, you know, we're all but humans, so we
So
all fuck up.
Sedna does that. That's the end of her turn because fucking my rolls are bad. Bandit 1's dead. Bandit 2's dead. Fang Serpent 1 is still alive. So
Oh no.
Oh no.
question is it going to try and drag her or try and pacify her? That's the question.
I don't know.
Well, stick
I
a
don't
dummy
wanna
in
give
her
you an
mouth?
answer on
Like,
that
what does pacify mean?
I
Well,
was
she's
thinking-
still resisting.
Alright.
She's still actively resisting.
I think he means he's trying to bite me again, because that way I'll go on.
I need to make a check if he's going to try and pull her out into the water, if he's going to try and bite her, and that was.
Can it bite her when
slow.
it's impaled?
Yeah,
I can still
just
attack me. I can still attack
It's just
it.
an
It can
attack
still
roll.
attack me.
It's essentially just crunching down on it and doing more
Oh.
damage.
Oh, god. Oh.
So it's going to
sick.
do that. So
Please don't roll a 17, 18, 19, 20.
it's a 23,
Ouch.
Ugh. Alright, that's just basic attack.
which
That's
is not a critical hit.
Yeah, the crit would have probably outright killed Sesh, wouldn't it? Probably at this point.
probably,
I think it still might, because remember, it's 1d12 plus 4, 2d6 on top of that. So
Yeah, no, but it won't do
outright
over
kill her.
100% of. She'll go down. She won't insta die.
That was a 16 damage on that one.
I'm still up.
Yeah, that was
But
below
it's very
average
likely
on the
next
on the
turn I will,
piercing.
that once my turn comes around, it's very likely I will go down because I only have 4 HP left. Sorry, 6. So it needs to roll a 1 and it's damage for me not to go down.
Hold on, double check that. That
I'm
was
also
2.
at
I
level
didn't mean
3
to do
spell
2.
slots, so there's that too.
So, yeah, you succeeded in resisting the poison effect. So you haven't been re-poisoned. I still think you need
How many
another
turns
turn
do I
before
have?
you.
Yeah.
I still think it's another turn before you're
One more.
down out of it.
Is it always
Yeah,
2
one more.
turns, or is it?
No,
Kinda,
it's supposed to be 1d4, but I just rolled a blanket one for all the creatures, so it's just
Alright.
two turns now for this whole combat. Cause
Yeah.
fuck, keeping track of all that shit.
Fair.
So that's the end. Yeah, because you're still actively doing that. It's heavily damaged.
It's very
Yeah,
likely that
it's-
without any healing, I'm going to go down in a turn, just so that you guys know. So, help.
Well, we'll see how this
Please.
goes. So Sea Serpent 2 at R1 is going to attack R1. That's a natural 20.
That's not good.
That's a bad.
It's bad, yes. So I want
that
to I want you to know, R1, I don't want to do this.
Yes, you do. You want to
I
do this
mean-
badly.
I don't want to do this, but I
Oh
will.
my god, it's a lot of dice. Oh,
How much
that's
damage?
32 damage. That's 32 damage.
I like
By the
that
way,
it
I'm
just
gonna
says
say.
invisibility on Isaac and Sedna expired.
Oh, I
Well,
forgot about that.
Just like we've just popped
Ah.
back into his existence.
That's fine.
Oh dear.
I want to point out. I want to say the damage rolls. D12 rolled a 4. Another D12 rolled a 12. A 1 and a 2 on the 2d6s, and then on the other 2d6s, a 4 and a 5. Plus
Ouch.
4 on top of that. So that
Wow.
I'm gonna say I've rolled really well on the damage dice. I haven't been doing too well on the attack dice for the majority
You've
of the
rolled
damage
2
dice when
natural
I hit.
20s.
Yeah,
Well,
you,
no, but
you can't
it's
say
true.
anything. You
True,
can't
true,
say anything, Roach.
You started off on a low point, and now you're just on top of the fucking world. So,
I'm gonna say since you're not offering resistance anymore, you do not have the impale plinked on there because that is for a live creature. Because that it's you getting impaled, so it's not going to do that. It cannot do because I think that would immediately kill you. Because
Well, no, that's just a grapple,
Automatic
right?
crit.
well, no, it would be an impale, which
damage.
means he takes damage, which means he then
Automatic
takes
crit.
two automatic. He takes an automatic 2 death saves failed, and then on the top of his turn, he immediately dies because
Yeah.
it's 2 death saves failed again. I'm going to say though, it doesn't make sense for the creature because impale for its hunting tactics would be
Yeah.
a live creature. It impales it and then uses that to pacify. You're dead already, so now it's just going to go to town on you when it gets a chance, which will be next time. So
Help.
yeah.
please.
So yeah, you see all R1 go down, and also now you see Isaac and Sedna just pop into existence. Okay, Sea Serpent 3 is still dead. It's actually, you don't see it anymore. It's essentially sunk below the waves at this point. By the way, that also seems to where it's died. A lot of riling water.
Oh, they're eating it. Oh.
Yep.
They're eating it. They're eating it.
I mean,
what's that quote from space? What's that quote from Lost in Space?
They eat their wounded.
Yeah.
They eat their wounded. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
Okay, and 4 is going to continue to attack Ustenia.
Ustenia, stay
He's
alive.
doing pretty well.
Thanks,
so far.
Miss Bitch.
He is our tank. I'd hope so.
Yeah. And well, he's also, this guy is rolling shit. This guy is rolling shit because that's a 6. This thing has barely rolled above a 11. This whole.
You know what?
fucking time.
You know what, Roach? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, I'm the one who's almost dead. Again.
Okay, that's the end of the Sea Serpent's turn there, so I gotta make a roll.
Oh god.
Okay.
I hate when you say okay, because that.
Well, because now I have to consult the table.
Well, that's up.
Turn the valves, fuck.
Turn the valves.
Fucking turn the valves. I
all right.
said,
So no new creature this round, just barely. That was 1 point off from another one coming up.
They're being distracted by their dead friend over there.
Let's just say, okay, I'm just gonna point it out because Midge knows how many. Like these things can have a school of 20 is what they travel in, and there's 2 separate pools of them.
Oh shit.
So there's 40 of these things.
Well, actually, there's 39 at the moment.
There could be
39
up to 40. There could be up to 40 because
there could be up to 40.
It's anywhere between like 3 and 20, so there could technically be, 6.
Yeah.
6.
This is true.
Really.
I'm just pointing
We're
it
not
out.
that
There's,
lucky,
there's
Mikey.
potentially
We're not that
there's
lucky.
potentially a lot. There's potentially a lot. But that goes up by another 5 inches of water.
Okay.
Oh god.
I have a quick question, just because I'm planning my
I have
turn.
a question as well.
I'm just planning my
okay,
turn. Can I do 2 sorcery points on 1 action? So can I quicken and distance?
I have to consult. I'd have to consult.
Yeah,
I'd
but
have to
just as I know it's about to be Justinia's turn, so that's kind of.
Yeah, I'll consult that. I'll consult the rulebook for that.
Because
And,
if
R1.
so, I know what I'm doing.
Since I'm unconscious, I'm dying.
Yes.
I can't walk anymore.
Oh
on
shit!
water.
Yeah, you're sinking into the water.
Okay.
Actually,
Just wanted to make sure I knew that.
Yeah, no. Check that spell. Check that spell because that'll matter.
Not worded in some weird way.
Because I just want to point out, like a creature that's bleeding, sinking into the water would not be a good thing right now.
No, it really
Well,
wouldn't.
grass, the ability to move on. No, it's human solid ground.
Has to be like a willing
Target
creature.
submerged in a liquid surface. So if R1 was being submerged in liquid, he would rise to the surface at a rate of 60 feet per round. So
Yeah, no, he's float.
does
He's
not
above
mention
it.
anything about him
So,
sinking
yeah, you're
or
just-
losing the
you're-
effect if he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're fine. I'm gonna say it doesn't say you can't do that, and I remember Coswin
Doing that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay.
I think with me and Ben though, we did cap it at 2 points, so you can't do like multiple things. So
Well,
I think 2
it's
is the
my
cap.
stash. So I suppose if I spent it all in one hurrah, I spend it all in one hurrah. But yeah, that's fine. I know exactly what I'm doing then.
All right, Ustenia, it's your turn. By the way, you see R1 go down, and you see Sesh hurting.
Oh dear.
She's got like a fang sticking through her
Fucking
chest
poison
right now,
comes up
and
now, doesn't it?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
Poison.
Sorry. Yeah. Your poison is gone.
Is it better to
she's
say
got like a fang
Sesh or
sticking through her
Arwell?
chest, and
Finally.
it's sticking out. through her
R1's
mouth.
going to die. R1 has to take death saves right now, so
Yeah.
he's at a higher chance of dying right now.
Yeah, but if Sesh goes down, I have to fly back to try and heal one of them.
It's true.
Yeah, because I'm
go-
the only person here with healing others.
It's true, and you guys don't have a lot of healing potions. So what are you doing, Ustenia?
I'm going to attack.
All right then, without a disadvantage.
And I will be using my Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
What is
Okay.
it,
15, a D8. D8. So what did you
Please
do?
roll more than a
with
2. Oh my god, you got it.
Oh my god.
I think you
that?
got it. I think 17 is what it
17?
has.
Hold on, I gotta double check their AC. AC
You said it has the
18.
same as mine, right?
Yes.
Which is
Right.
17.
Try again.
No, yours is 18. You have 18
Yeah.
AC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
was like,
no,
oh, yeah,
that's
it's the same as
not-
mine.
No, sorry, undo that.
Hold on.
Pressing the wrong
Which
thing.
one is that? 4?
Yeah, I just did damage, ignore it.
So
undo
that's.
it.
Hold on a second. I gotta bring out a calculator.
Oh, that might hit. Yeah, that'll
Oh,
hit.
okay.
Leave
we
it.
can just go
Leave
with
it
that.
then. Leave it then as the
leave it.
damage.
Okay, all right, that works.
It's not dying yet though, so I'm not.
Fucking unorthodox as shit, but it works. It's bloodied now.
Hooray!
it's bloodied now.
That's my turn.
Okay. Don't forget, Sesh. By the way, you have your spiritual weapon on the other side of that creature.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You should have attacked.
I did-
on my turn.
I thought you were because last turn you used a bonus
Yeah,
action.
you
to
used a
cast
bonus action,
things.
so you
oh
wouldn't
yeah,
have been able
I
to.
used the bonus action.
So I
to
thought
cast
that was a
healing word.
point, but I
Yeah.
wanted to point it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an option. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Ustenio? Because you did
That
two.
is the end of my turn.
Okay. Isaac.
Bonler's here. He can turn the wheel. I'm gonna have to turn around and shoot. Okay.
Also, you have noticed Sedna
Yeah,
is
okay.
struggling.
Yeah, even so. The two serpents are on this side. They're about to possibly kill 2 of my party. I need to turn around and shoot. So,
All right.
with the first one,
Save me.
Hold on. I gotta work out which way round I want to do this in terms of attacks. Can I see out of which one of them looks like the most damaged at all?
Hold on. It'll depend on how damaged they are actually.
I think they're both heavy, right?
That's 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Number 1 looks like it's on death's door.
Which one's
Which
number
is not
1?
the one that's stabbing me, correct? I think I'm being
No, the one that's stabbing Sesh looks like it's on death's door. The one that's on R1 looks hurt, but it's not as bad.
Okay.
Out of character, because I did tell you before. It's 4 HP left on the one attacking Sesh.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay then.
Because remember,
Even so, I'm still gonna have to use
Yeah,
that.
hold on.
So I'm gonna expend 2 sorcery points. I'm gonna do a distance because I need an extra like 12 feet of damage,
Yeah, of course.
and quickened to cast
so it's a bonus
magic
action
missile, so it instantly hits level 1 on the fanged serpent. That's
all right,
over.
roll the damage.
Yeah, I will
And
do.
we'll see what.
I think he's
roll-
going to be minimum of like what, 5? Because you have a
Well, no, because
4
it's what is it, 3d4 or 4d4?
It's a minimum of 6 because it's 1d4 plus 1, and there's 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay,
So it's a
yeah,
minimum of 6.
So it will kill it, but just roll it to see.
Yeah.
Anyways,
See how killed it is, essentially.
we roll dice. It's D&D. Roll dice.
Hey,
Those
Yes,
still my
that's
actions.
1.
hey! I didn't think you were from New York. Hey! My daddy
And he's
loves
dead
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna, because
You're no
that was my bonus action. I can then hit the other one with a spell, correct?
It's quickened. You still can only be a cantrip because the spell level requirement still exists. It's not-
Shit.
The spell level requirement still exists, so it has to be a cantrip because
Okay, let me-
especially given the fact that was a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me just read them because you definitely as Coswin did 2 level 1 spells with this. So let me just check meta magic
Yeah, but
itself.
that was with Ben's. That was with Ben's rules, though. Those are Ben's rules, though. We're playing from the book mostly because Ben didn't have a limit on spell casting stuff.
Right.
And we were just like, just look what you want, boy.
Because we have been this whole since we started this campaign doing that.
I don't think. I only think recently though we've been doing the whole you can possibly cast 2 spells anyway because we've only recently got.
This
I mean,
is the
that is
first
true.
time that it's
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Well, this is also the first time 2 of your party members are on death's door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just fuck.
I don't know why, but
Okay.
every time you say Death's Door or Darkest Dungeon,
I
that's in my
have a
head because-
cantrip that I
God.
think would be in range.
Sacred Flame might work.
No, it's 60 foot.
You
Yeah.
oh,
Sacred
that's
Flame
true.
True.
I've just used
Well,
two sorcery points.
you can put a sorcery point on a new. It's a new spell.
Oh.
I'm saying it's a limit. It's a
Okay.
limit on the spells on what you're putting on the spells as opposed to 2. Because you could with sorcery points, as long as you're casting a spell, you can put a sorcery point on a spell. So, but
Yeah,
we're
he was
limiting
saying
that
2
to
per.
So
per
2 per
Right,
spell.
per spell,
cast.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
2 per cast might be a little bit more correctly worded, maybe.
Well, no, technically, I guess it's the same thing, really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So where's my cantrips? There's my cantrip.
Also, this beer is really good. I needed it because I'm fucking thirsty, dudes.
What's the range? 60 feet?
60
So a distance spell would double that?
Yeah, it'd be 120.
Toll the Dead.
Okay.
With spending another sorcery point.
Okay, so you
So it now...
3 so far.
Yeah, I know.
You can
So,
increase DCs, right, with your
yeah.
sorcery points?
So this is...
How do
No.
you do that?
No, different
No.
type of sorcerer.
Oh, no.
Different type of sorcerer.
Oh,
You can buy back. Yeah,
I can buy back spell slots.
slots.
And I can make you re-roll healing dice or anyone around me.
yeah.
That's his
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
That's my
Go
thing.
ahead, roll your Toll of the Dead.
Right, so does that... It fails,
fails.
so it takes 2d8 No, 2d12 because it's injured. It takes 2d12 necrotic damage.
Okay, roll them bones.
Roll them bones.
9. Oh,
It looks
yeah,
it looks really damaged.
It's really
It
damaged.
looks really damaged.
It's really
Out of
damaged.
out of character because you guys are in a really tough spot right now. It's 10 HP.
Ah.
It's 10 HP.
Okay, and then with my free action, I say to rival, rival, strike down that serpent, and then I'm gonna have to move away from this. I'm gonna have to move away from this. I've got to try and close the ground between me and R1 to try and save him.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not
So I
gonna
need to
die
move
now
that.
because I'm no longer impaled because the thing is dead.
Alright.
Yeah, no. That's why I targeted yours first, but even so, I
Well,
need...
yeah, but I can cast a heal spell to heal him because there's only one thing here now, so we're not as bad.
even
now
so, it's
anymore.
probably safer if I move this way.
Well,
Bonla-
currently only one other one.
Yeah, yeah. There's blood
okay.
in the water.
There definitely
lots of
is.
blood in the water. But then again,
Actually,
there's also a dead
that's
serpent
another
in the
thing.
water.
Is now there's more blood because now there's a dead creature in the water.
But aren't the
That's
two
gonna
pools separated? So.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah, that's
rolling.
the problem.
I'm rolling into the thing. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I'm rolling one pool every turn, so it's going between the pools, and they each have different DCs based on how much blood's in the water.
Oh no, just
But do
okay.
they also eat their own, don't they? So they could be distracted by the body that's already in the water.
That's true.
They
the
can
thing,
be,
right?
but it's a roll, and
Yeah.
and this is the thing.
They are
so
animal intelligence.
But I've
so they
ended
could
my
be like,
turn, so
"Hey."
it's Sesh's go.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
okay.
hi.
It's Sesh's
How you
go.
doing?
Hey, Sesh.
Okay,
And you
so-
didn't take immediate damage, and now also, by the way, you're no longer poisoned because that was
Okay.
the end.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my. Let me put it up here. What is it called again? I believe it's Channel Divinity.
Yep. He's just. By the way, Mikey, your thing is frozen, so I know you can hear
You're
us.
frozen.
But
You can hear us, but we can't hear you right now. So we'll tell you when we can see you again, buddy. It is a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Like I don't understand.
I think that's just his local internet might have a limiter, and it has where it just thinks because I know Ireland does have.
I like how you put an Irish accent.
Oh, I did. I
Ireland.
went for my Irish
Ireland.
accent. It's which I can't.
What are you talking about Ireland for?
Shit. Went to Irish accent. It's
Am I back now?
Yes, you're back.
There you go. You're back.
Yeah. Also, Yutari's Irish accent's a lot better than Midge's.
Yeah, mine really slipped then.
Yeah. Yours is. But Yutari is up here. So I'm going to use my Channel Divinity Preserve Life. I present my holy symbol and invoke healing energy, number of hit points, blah, blah, blah. Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them. I have, excuse me, I have 40 hit points that I can distribute among the three of us.
R1's not within range.
Oh,
It's
let me
30
move
feet.
then.
You
Well,
need to
he can
one
move, he can
square
move.
over.
Yeah, let me just slide to the
Okay,
there.
now you're within range.
Thank you
It was
for-
literally one square.
Thank you, Roach. You're a kind soul.
I'll allow
Thank
it. I'll allow it.
I then use Channel Divinity, blah blah blah. And I will give R1. How much HP is R1? R1 has 48 damage, right? To
Yeah.
heal. I will heal him 15. I will give him half of those hit points.
You get 15 HP back, R1, and you're now conscious but prone.
And I will heal. What's Justinia like?
He's got
fine.
9 damage. Yeah, he's...
9? Okay, I will give you
Fucker's
Justinia
barely
5.
taking any damage.
I'll give
I'd
you
focus
Justinia
on-
5, and I'll give myself 10.
Okay,
Oh,
you get
okay.
5 HP back, Ustenia.
Sorry,
And
no,
Sesh-
it's 40, so 50, 20, 20. Actually, no, I'll give R1 20, and I'll give myself 15, and I will give good old Justinia 5, because he's mostly okay. So,
Okay.
So you heal back 20 R1 total. Should be at 28.
yeah, my brain is, it's not the beer.
He's fine. It's fine. We've been in combat constantly. This is just.
Cream
This
the
entire
fire.
episode has been in one massive fight. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted.
Rival
This is
lives
what
for
you
the
wanted.
combat. The rest of us are like, oh, here, go the.
Is at the end.
Me and Red were watching
will-
something earlier in the week, and it was this guy who was playing this game, and it was just a couple of characters that were being moved around that you found during the mission. It was just these characters going, "I want to kill something. Why isn't there something to kill? Come on, get me in the fight." And she was just going, "It's him. He says that."
Is that the end of your turn, Sesh?
No, I will then cast Aid as a level 2 spell.
So yeah, okay.
Oh,
Channel,
sorry,
yeah,
no,
you're-
no, you're right. I used an action to use Channel Divinity as an action.
Yeah. So you
I
only
will
got bonus
then-
action in your movement left.
I will use a bonus action to attempt to hit the serpent attacking Justinia, because if that serpent's no longer alive, you can help somebody else.
All right. So you're
My-
using your spiritual weapon.
Bonus
Go ahead.
action. Yeah,
Bonus action, spiritual weapon attack.
Yes.
So make sure you're targeting weapon
Who am I
serpent.
targeting right now? I'm
4.
targeting the wrong fanged serpent. Let me change to that.
Yeah, you're targeting the dead one right now, and now you
Yes.
want to target 4.
That should
I
be
can't
it,
wait for
correct?
Unity because I think it would make this a lot. I don't know. I think it'd be a bit smoother, don't you?
I
Like
think everything would just be a little bit better if we updated systems, to be honest. But anyway,
I'm looking forward to it. It's a small team. I think they only have like 2.5 full-time people like on the actual team.
2.5.
and
How
they're-
do you
Yeah,
have
but
2.5?
the
full-time?
upper
That's
half
their
was
words.
online,
That's
it.
their words. I read their. That's
Why did I
their
just
words.
take more
The
damage?
Huh?
Why have I taken an extra 5 damage? Was
I don't
someone
know.
targeting me when they've just...
23.
I had 16. I've taken another 7 damage. Did someone have me targeted while...
You were target. I think you were targeting the magic missile on yourself as well.
Oh.
Because you did. Didn't you heal yourself at one point, or weren't you doing an effect on yourself?
2
at one
damage
point?
to Isaac. Yeah, I did the damage to myself, but I wasn't affecting myself. Weird.
Yeah,
I'll take it off.
take it
Well,
off.
yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, Sesh, go ahead and.
Not
go ahead
making
and
the
roll
fight more
your damage.
difficult.
I was just like... Witness me!
Hang on. Is this not working? Am I not here anymore?
Oh, you're
You're-
back now.
You're
Back
talking.
now. Okay. Yeah.
So go ahead and
there
roll
we
your
go. That should work now, maybe.
attack and then your damage.
It's,
If you
there
hit.
we go. There we're reconnected.
It's a natural
Oh,
20.
baby.
So you hit. You hit.
So when I roll damage, that should naturally roll the critical, correct?
hmm
Yes. Yes. It should
Yes.
automatically double the dice. Yes.
Hang on. I'm actually casting that at level 3 because that's the reason I don't have any level 2 spell slots left. So I need to roll 4d8 plus 4.
Do you have that programmed onto the... You can program that onto your card, by the way. So you just create a new attack.
How much do you normally roll for the attack?
2d8 plus 4 because it's that would be the level 2
third
slot is
level.
1d8, but I've cast it as a level 3, which adds a d8 damage.
So you're actually going to be rolling. What is that? That's
48. 48 plus 4. Yeah.
48. Well, I mean, because of the crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be
So,
48.
yeah,
So it's
it would still be
48 plus 4 because
You
it's
double the
already-
dice roll, remember, not
Yeah.
the dice
Yeah.
itself.
So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that, and we'll.
So 48 plus 4. Could actually hurt a lot. Let's hope it hurts a lot, shall we? Oh, I see a couple of 8s in there and a 7. Ooh,
So
baby.
that's 29 damage on Serpent 4. That's 50
Come on, that's
out
gotta
of
have
that.
killed it.
It's a decent bit of damage. As this
Nope,
like
still
silver
alive.
claw just
Ah!
rakes its way through the back of this creature because it's pissed off that one of Bahamut's servants is being
6 HP left.
That's not that.
Hey.
It's done more damage than that, I think, hasn't it?
No.
It's 48 because it's that level 3, which gives it 2d8 plus 4. And then it's double the dice roll, so it's 48 plus 4.
Yeah.
The 29.
It's normally one. A spiritual weapon's normally 1d8,
Yeah.
I cast it as
And-
level 3, which gives an extra d8. And then it's double.
and then because he crit, he gets double dice. That's
Yeah.
that's why.
this was Pathfinder, I'd be doing like shit tons damage.
I thought
but,
it was
yeah.
naturally doing the 4d8, and it hadn't.
Oh no. Then he'd have to be casting that at like level 6 or
Because
something.
it should
Yeah,
just
I
double
usually-
the
I usually
dice
cast
rolls, not the dice rolled.
Could I just
Shouldn't
Well, no,
it?
in this system,
point
it's
something out? Does
with
that
the
mean I
fantasy
could get the
ground.
last 2 kills?
It does technically.
Technically,
You
yeah.
probably could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably could.
So let's go, Bonla. Bonla moves up to the valve, and he's gonna make a check.
Come on, Bonla.
Strength
Come on,
check. Come on,
18
Bonla.
strength. He's gonna
Come on,
have 18
Bonla.
strength.
Man.
So-
You can do this.
Come on, Bonla. Come on.
That's the natural 20.
Yes!
Oh,
Bonla
yes!
just
Yeah.
Hulk
Natural
smashes.
20 plus 4 is 24. You see him grasp on to this valve, which is like a foot across, and just muscles bulging. You hear like the scraping of 2 rusted metal bits grinding against each other, and then it frees, and he just starts opening it, like turning it, and he gets like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 turns out of it before it finally opens all the way, and you can all hear like a grinding noise from like stone grinding against stone, and a little rumble in the floor. And it does look like the water's not filling up as fast, but it's still going up. It looks like
We
maybe
gotta get
there
that
needs to be 2
second
valves
thing.
open to overcome the filling effect of their.
All I'm
Okay.
gonna say is
Essentially, what that means is I'm
one finger.
rolling a d8 for the per turn rising of water. That now brought it down to a d4.
Okay.
Okay.
So
He's
it
actually
happened.
just used one finger. He walked up to it and just went.
But that's his action and movement. So yeah.
That wasn't all of his movement. That wasn't. You can
Not-
split movement.
No, it's not all of his movement, but he has nowhere else to move to go to really. Because
I mean, he can
has
go
Well,
and
why
try and
do you have a
assist.
valve?
He can go try and assist Sedna.
He doesn't have enough space to go. Well, he could go there, I guess.
Get his butt into gear.
Thank you.
Let's see. What's his intelligence? He's also got to see what's his.
With a
I think
thing
it
of he
figures
also
out.
likes to help his captain.
He likes
Yeah,
to help
that's
his
true.
captain. I'm factoring that into the roll and the modifiers. I'm just. Well, he rolled a 1 on that.
Typical.
That is what we like to call
It's
karma.
fucking my roll. That's my fucking luck, isn't it?
No, it's our fucking luck right there.
That's true. Well, I like him. I want him to succeed in life.
Don't like us though.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, no, he's focused on his task. He's focused on his task, and he's just going through that. And by the time he finishes with that, he's taking a breath, and he does not realize that Sedna is having a profound amount of problems with her valve down on the other side at the moment.
The tiny little half-elf woman is like,
Yeah. Okay. And
Oh,
this
little
is
half-elf.
Rivellon.
Finish them, Rivalon, finish them!
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
honestly, I don't care if you kill Steel. I just want these things dead.
Okay. I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark to Sea Serpent Fang 2.
2. Okay. That's
It's
the one
already
that's-
there,
Still alive.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
the
oh,
host
you
is
moved
dead,
it.
aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
There's
they're both
two
really
alive. There's one in front of there's 4 in front of Ustenia and 2 in front of R1. They're both really close.
I didn't realize you used as mark.
Fang 2.
Okay. All right. You
Hunters
target.
mark.
You hunters marked them.
We know that 4 is really, really close though because.
Oh, for 5 minutes.
Oh.
You've got another attack.
You got another.
That's a natural 20.
That's a
Oh,
wasted
hell
20
yeah.
though. I
That
can
really
tell
is
you.
a wasted 20.
You have,
That
you have to
really
make
is,
you have to do 10 damage and you kill it.
There's
There you go.
14.
No, it's 17.
Wow.
17,
Yeah.
and then there's a D6 that you have to roll for the hunter's mark, which it would be another 3. But
There's 20 damage. He just doubled it.
it burns a little bit on the water, and then as it's dying from the seething rage of Rivalon.
No, the arrow hits with such it pierces through it and then just goes slams into the wall on the other side. My bad.
Yeah.
It's that arrow is just
Hanging on
like
the wall.
somehow like it's like ejected from the serpent out the side, but at such an angle that it's gone into the other dead body of the serpent, like the other one. That's
Another dead one.
somehow even in death it's got a double kill. Like
So, are you wanting to move anywhere, Rivalon, or are you just gonna?
I'm going to move.
Sedna's having a problem with her valve.
Well,
Sedna's
Sedna
having a
and
little
try
problem. A small problem.
to help with her valve.
Okay. Well, you did attack, so you can get onto the valve this turn if you have 30
But I
feet of
can't.
movement.
Oh, I've got my second attack. No, I did my
already
second
used it,
attack.
you've
sorry.
already done
You
it.
did your second
Yeah, sorry.
attack.
You've
You
still
did
got
your second
another
attack. And,
5 feet of movement, haven't you?
yeah, so you can actually get onto the valve because you did 25 there. You couldn't go. So it would be the one. It would be going over to this one.
Oh, okay, go that then.
If you go there, then you can help. And
Yeah,
you're setting
okay.
up. Essentially, you going there, I'm going to essentially give Sedna an advantage because you're helping.
Fair enough.
Essentially.
Yeah. And that's okay. That's the end of that. And now we go to R1. R1, you're awake now.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
God.
Things hurt, and
Yeah.
there's a dead sea serpent next to you, that's slowly sinking into the water as blood starts going into the water below you, and things are starting to wriggle and rile like 20 or 30 feet underneath the water.
How big are these creatures?
Hold on. Fucking
I'm sure Midge has the monster manual open
they're
in front of his desk.
large.
These aren't in the monster
uh,
manual.
Oh,
They're not in the monster
I
manual.
checked the monster manual.
About 15 feet
I like
long
how you
and
guys
5
are
feet
just
thick.
And no, I don't
15
have it
feet
open.
long
while
and
doing it.
about 5 feet thick is what it is. Well, 12 to 15 foot long.
They're in
So
a mist.
that doesn't fit in a 10-foot cube.
No, it does not.
You trying to put it in your bag of
Gee.
holding?
we just pull out the bag of holding and put it in the water and.
I forgot I give you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck! You
bag
could
of
have just
holding.
started draining the water.
Yeah, we just put the bag of holding in the water and it just starts filling up into it.
Well,
Oh,
to
I
extent.
mean,
There's a lot of
I
water in
guess.
here.
Yeah, but you
it
could
would
take
give
up
us,
to-
like time, right? It would give us a little extra time. If
Bag
we
of
could
holding
do the-
takes what? 500 cubic feet? It's a pocket
I don't know.
dimension.
It's less than that. I don't remember.
I am
Check the math
going.
on that, probably, Midge.
So what is your plan? You have to use if you want to get up, by the way, because you're prone. You have to use half your movement to get up.
Yeah,
You're still on the water,
I-
though, so.
I'm going
sure.
to cast.
Hate for the creatures. Just cast hate.
I cast hate.
Phantasmal
I cast murderous
Force
intent.
Okay.
on the creature that is
Still alive.
still alive,
All right.
and it's
Target
going
the one
to
below,
be
below Yustinia.
yeah, it's going to be a young silver dragon. No, the silver dragon wormling, the small one, the smallest silver dragon,
Right.
The
Okay.
baby. It's the
Yeah.
baby dragon, essentially.
because that's the only one that'll fit in the 10-foot thing. It has to make a intelligence check. So let me see if I can't do that myself.
I think
My
you
target-
should
I'm
open up the
sure it'll
magnifying
make it.
glass
I'm sure
and then
it'll
click
make
on
it.
it. And click on the check thing, it'll do it.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure it'll make it.
Cast or save?
This is where you have save.
Save.
I think if you click
If it
cast,
says
it'll do the
save-
save anyway, right?
Okay.
It might.
I'll just do the save then.
Yeah, this save, do that, see if it makes it. Yeah, it's
Zero.
a 0. There's a -3 to its intelligence. These things aren't smart.
Yeah, they're animal
Right.
intelligence, right?
And then I am going to have it. Oh crap! I lost the page.
Is that 6 intelligence? I think -3, or am I thinking of?
He's got a 5.
I am
Five,
going to
yeah.
have it bite.
So it looks like one of these, like a silver dragon worm, like his attack
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Okay.
only it sees it though.
Yeah, I remember.
and
I
it-
remember
it-
because he did the same thing to the spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've used this before.
I'm still not exactly sure if that thing would have gone across dimensions or not. I still don't know how that
don't
fucking
know.
works.
Well, it's because its
and I don't-
intelligence is seeing it, then yes, it does. Because he's not.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's it just does damage.
Okay, well, how much damage does it do?
It's
And then-
1d6 psychic.
Okay, roll 1d6 and then I'll apply it.
Is it affected by your intelligence or any kind of modifier?
Oh,
No.
that immediately killed it.
Nice.
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 Does that mean we're out of combat order right now?
No.
No, because there's still more of them below water.
Can I just double check? Are there any that have just moved into the range of my 15 feet? Because that's still going.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Just making sure.
I haven't rolled good. I haven't rolled good enough for that.
All right. R1's going to stand
this
up.
way.
So what's-
Essentially, the ones you guys are dealing with are the ones that are above 30 feet of the water.
Yeah.
All the rest of them are below or under, like 30 feet underneath the surface. So
Yeah.
that's kind of
It might not have heard us yet. The
half of 25. You're rounding down. At all times. Round
10,
down.
right?
10.
So 10. So you only have 10 feet of movement left.
I have 15.
Well, no, you get up. You use half your movement to get
Yeah,
up.
no,
10.
he rounds down the half.
Yeah. So it's half
Yeah,
of your
oh,
movement.
true.
Is,
Yeah, you're
12 and a
correct. Yeah,
half.
no.
So it'd be
Okay.
I thought you were just. For some reason, I was thinking like fully. Why that
Yeah.
is, but okay, yeah. So that.
Um.
And you move there.
Uh.
splishy sploosh.
Do I have anything? Oh wait, no, I can't do that. All right. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Okay, Sedna has got advantage. on
Go,
these.
go, come on.
She has no modifier. It's a straight strength of 10. So.
And a D8. Bardic inspiration.
Oh, and a D8. Pardon. Thank you for reminding me, because I had forgotten about that. 16.
You might as well roll the d8 and see what you get.
Well, yeah, no, because she needs it. It's a high DC for this.
Yeah.
That's a 4. So that's a 20,
20.
which is one above what she needed. It was a 19 DC
Yes!
to open this
It's
valve.
training, it's training!
So with Rivellon helping, the thing starts to scrape the two elvish ancestor, the two individuals of elven ancestry, start slowly pulling this thing, and as you get momentum on it, as you break the built up rust and salt deposits on the valve, it starts going quicker and quicker, and you're opening the valve, and after a couple of turns, you feel the rumbling, and the water starts going down and down at a very quick pace. It seems that was a very big hole that just opened up somewhere in the pools down below, and within like a round, it dips 8 inches, and in another round, it dips another 8 inches.
Is there no water on the platform now?
After about 10 seconds, yes, it's just, and it's going down, and it keeps going down. It doesn't seem like this is stopping until maybe, if you watch, it stops about 40 feet down. That's where the holes were in these pools. And it still looks like there's an appreciable distance still down in water. But you can see as the water goes down, it's writhing with maybe upwards of 10, 15 in the southern pool, and about maybe 12 in the northern pool of these creatures. Just
So we
going there.
killed what, 2?
You're
in
pretty
each
sure
pool, right?
you would not have been able to
So
to
we
beat
kill
these.
2 in each pool. Is that including the kills? Yeah. So there's 15 in the bottom pool left and 12.
Oh
in
no,
the
this
top
is
pool
including that's the live ones you see moving.
left. Yeah. So we killed.
Yeah.
So there was 17 and there was 14, but we killed 2 of each.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And also you're seeing these things tear the dead ones apart. They're just like the dead bodies are just being like torn apart by the other ones, and it's like a feeding frenzy essentially. You also see just below the water line of the new level, there's like little tunnels that are moving in different directions in there. Like maybe these things lead to the outside, like waterways or something like that. But this is like a nest area for them.
Okay, I land and dismiss my wings.
We'll put
Okay,
an
we're out
arm
of combat?
around
You are now out of combat. You are now out of combat.
R1's gonna run up to Sesh and kiss her.
Oh!
Oh my.
She's like the spiritual weapon is like dispersing into the nothing because it waves. It's like, oh fuck it, why not? It waves as it vanishes. Yeah, it's like
Like, dude, we know R1's got the horn for him. Still.
that's some
Hey,
serious horn.
Hey,
He almost died.
he almost died. She saved his life, quite literally.
How do you know that though?
There's a very limited number of choices there.
This
Yeah.
is true. This is fair. Also, how the hell does he jump like 4 feet in the air?
He's a halfling. They're
Hey,
dexterous.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I am a
Where there's a willy, there's a way.
I am a bard that does acrobatics.
That's true.
So while you people are celebrating, Justinian's standing there watching his kill slip down and down and down with that water, screaming and shouting in Uteshian about how he has been stolen the chance at this.
Oh.
Also, you can, as you're watching this, it suddenly dawns on you how many of these things were down there, as this thing is just torn apart by its former mates, essentially. Its family.
Former friends and family.
Yeah. Well, they don't really have friends. It's school.
It's pack.
It's been torn apart. It's
Yeah,
pack.
that's pack. That's
a good one.
There are one cases Sesh. Sesh does not react and said she's like, I'm just happy I'm alive right now. Because
It's
my
fine.
god. Yeah.
And then can we get the hell
She's
out of
using
here
your
now?
shield as support because she's
I'm
like
gonna-
still bleeding.
I'm
everywhere.
gonna walk over to Sedna and ask, what now?
It's been maybe about a minute or two since then, and you're all just kind of because that was a hard fight. You all knew it, and you're all pretty beat up, except for Rivalon.
And Yesenia.
And
he's only
Ustenia.
got, like, 4 HP.
But he did get hit. He just got healed a lot.
Yeah.
Well, no, he got hit once, I think. Or bad.
Yeah, he
I hit once and it
potioned
wasn't that
himself.
bad. Yeah.
No, yeah, he did
Yeah,
get
he
potion.
potioned
Yeah,
healed.
so no, he got hit pretty bad once, but
Oh yeah.
it was yeah. As you take that moment to breathe, you also see, well, Rivalon you would see because you're next to Sedna. She's taking a moment to breathe, and she's also like taking out like a little bit of cloth, like wrappings, and is trying to. She got hit pretty bad on the arm, and she's just like covering that up. And Bonla's walking on over to Sedna when, as the water settles from moving downward and is now kind of leveled off, you all feel a rumbling noise, and then in the space between the valves, a large section of the wall begins to fall into the floor. A doorway opening, maybe 30 feet across, just falling and sinking into the floor, and continue to sinking in the floor.
Before we go any further, we should heal up. And she's like walking up. She's using her shield as like a way to support herself a little because she's kind of like I imagine she got like stabbed through like a part essentially somewhere.
It was it was center of mass. It was a center of mass impalement.
It's center mass somewhere that's like making things
Yeah.
difficult to walk properly.
I'll use a healer's kit to help Sedna. Because I have 3. I just realised.
I
okay.
will patch up
Healer's kit,
Bonma
you'd
with
have to
mine.
do. That would be a medicine check.
Yes, it is.
Be a medicine check, and then if you do that, I think what is it? If it's a healer's kit, it's used to that gives you.
D4?
I think it's a D4 healing on that.
D4 plus your wisdom modifier, I think.
Yeah, plus wisdom.
Yeah.
DC was 10. You help. You help. You help. You provide her with bandages essentially, and you're trying to like help her. It doesn't heal her HP wise, but it does help, and she's.
Okay.
And you know, she give you a word of thanks.
So I will
I'll then go and help the others that are injured.
I will
Yeah,
use
everybody.
I've basically done a Legolas in Lord of the Rings, haven't I?
Yeah, basically. I will
Yeah.
use my physician's
Alright.
kit, my physician's skill, my physician's feat on Bonla and heal him 11. Not bad.
Okay.
And
one's
the
just gonna lay
same
on the ground.
for R1, because I can use it as many times as I have healing kit uses essentially, and I get 10 per kit.
I can help her. I have cure wounds.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and do that, do that.
So Bonla healed 11, R1 healed 12. I can't use it on myself. We discussed that before.
Right.
I'm not that badass yet.
You can use it on me.
At some point, you know. No one else is. All right. Who
There
else
you
is
go.
injured?
3 HP. It's something. That's there.
Uh,
You're not the best healer. It's
No.
not.
I will call Sedna over.
No one wants to heal me.
as-
Okay.
As you're going through the healing things, and after you've done your stuff with
There you
Sedna, Rivalon,
Thanks, rival.
Yeah.
she's looking at the opening door, and when it finally settles, and it settles flush with the floor. On the other side, it's a small room of rough cut bluish black stone with a small waist-high stone pillar in its center, and you can see her staring at it. She doesn't seem to acknowledge you, Sedna. Or Sesh. Sedna doesn't acknowledge you, Sedna. God damn it! I'm doing it again.
I mean, to
It's
be fair,
We get it. We get it.
Yeah,
You get it.
I
She doesn't
did that,
acknowledge
I
you,
did that before,
Sesh. Yeah,
Yes.
Sedna.
She heals 11, by the way, for my healing kit thing.
Okay, 11. That's
And Isaac heals 12.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're welcome.
I'm full HP again now.
And thank you, R1.
getting all the heals done.
Yeah, just doing the usual patching up sort of stuff, you know. Really good.
Wow, that was a really bad combat for you guys. You got stuck in pretty bad. It was really bad because the DC in the early rounds before blood got in the water was 5, but I rolled, or no, not 5. It was the opposite. It was 15. Yeah. I had to roll. It was there was.
Then it became 5 because of blood in the water. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got really unlucky later on because I wasn't rolling that. I was rolling like 1s and 2s and 3s for that. But early on, it was.
So there's this
15
massive
DC.
doorway, you say?
There's a massive doorway into a smaller room, so it kind of really like funnels in, and you can see Sedna is slowly walking in. She doesn't seem to. She's not acknowledging anybody at this point. She's looking at the stone pillar. And on the stone pillar,
she spoke.
on the stone pillar, there is a cut. There's an inlaid cut that looks to be just like the size of maybe about that big round, with like a lock, with like a little locking lug.
About the size of a
Kind of
baseball.
cut in. Yeah, about that. As she's walking forward, Bonla's following, and you can see
Following
Bonla's.
behind all of them, I'd imagine.
Yeah. We're not on the combat map anymore, by the way. There's no map for this. As Bonla's walking behind her, you can see him taking off the pack he's been wearing this whole time, and rummaging in it, and he brings out the little chest, the little lead-lined container that has the scales in it. And hold on a second. As you get closer, The wall behind the pillar has a message written in it, in common. It is carved directly into the stone. Some sort of like tools have been used to carve it, and it reads, "Wealth is subjective, but my heart is constant."
That sounds like some necromancy levels of heresy.
Heresy. So my question is, Roach, how professional does this carving look? Since I'm a mason.
Pretty unprofessional. This is something like somebody who knows how to do some carving, but doesn't like. It's a hobby.
Doesn't get
Like-
paid to do it.
Doesn't get paid to do it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and take out a platinum piece and put it in the hole.
Nothing happens.
Put it back in the pocket then.
Well,
but you see,
yeah,
you see Sedna take the scales.
it's gonna be blood.
This should work. And you can see, because you actually haven't seen the scales since you got them, but you can see they're just like it's.
Yes, we have.
When you pick, you haven't. It's been in the
You
chest.
haven't seen them up close.
Yes, they got
Yeah.
used and they got knocked. They knocked us over.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, but
saying
we
since
haven't,
you got it. You haven't gotten a good close look at it.
We've seen it in Sedna's office when Isaac went in to apologize. Well, I say apologize with quotation
No, we
marks.
saw it when she
Yeah,
first
but-
opened the chest to open
Yeah,
them
but
and
we
got them
didn't,
out
like,
and held them
see
up
it
in front
up
of us.
Close.
You didn't see it really up
Yeah.
close.
I
You
was
were
like,
just in the room.
I was like 5 feet from her, wasn't I?
That's fair enough.
Well, you maybe, but most people were not close to it at the time.
That's fair. That's fair.
Which you can tell, and you get a better close look at it this time, anyways, Isaac. You can tell on the base of it there is just like the little inlet that's cut, negative space that's cut into the pillar, matches perfectly with the bottom half of the scales, and she slowly places it in there and rotates it, and it looks like it locks into the pillar directly. And again, this whole time and she takes her hands away, you can see the scales continue to give random measurements with nothing in them, as if something's being put in each one of them, but they're not stopping.
Arwen's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you detect magic on this, and it is enchanted. This is an enchanted item. It is a custom enchantment on top of it, but it does not seem like the pillar or anything is enchanted. That looks to be mechanical in some sort of way. And you see her go for her necklace again. Takes off her necklace, takes the chain off of it, and now it is just the pendant. And that is placed on one of them. And she then takes a second, and it continues giving random results, even when it shouldn't, because it's just empty air on one side. Fucking hell. I was gonna give you guys a chance to figure it out, but she rolled a 20 on her intelligence check. That worked. Okay. Takes a couple of seconds. She's looking around. She goes into one of her belt pouches, and she takes out 5 gold pieces and puts it in the opposite cup. It stops for a second, as if it's deciding. And what obviously would weigh more would be the gold. Is, in this case, weighed less. And the pendant, the little tiny pendant that was on the end of the thing, it now weighs more. And it holds. You can see Bonla and her
More
look around.
gold.
It's very quiet.
More gold. You need to balance the scales.
Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
And you start hearing a crunching stone sound.
Oh, never mind that.
Took a couple of seconds. It's an old piece of machinery. It's an old piece of machinery.
It needed a second to warm up, you know?
Yeah. But a deep grinding noise fills the chamber as one wall slowly lowers itself into the floor, much like the previous chamber. fresh salt air, unlike the stale air that you've previously been breathing, flows in from this new chamber before you. Before you can see what's inside. And you also, by the way, Sesh, you didn't notice that this was a doorway. This was like expertly hidden to camouflage it as a rough cut or rough like stone wall. But as it lowers, you're greeted by a new sight. And hold on, I don't have a map for this, but I do have some. I do have some backing image to give you kind of an idea of what this looks like.
Ooh.
Ew. I see nothing.
Can you
Give
just
him a
second?
minute.
Jesus!
He's like that. He's like that old machinery. You know, you got to give him a few seconds to.
Okay, that's the best comment I've seen. The way I have my cam set up, it's like an evolution of beards, because we're going from beardiest to least beardy. Like,
You're starting to get one too, Midge. You got a little.
Yeah,
this is post shave.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't know why, but it looks thicker than it normally does. Maybe it's the lighting.
It's because I'm actually underlit for once, and you can see past like.
Oh wow, that's a nice picture.
Oh, it's not loaded
The
for
new
me.
chamber is somewhat open.
Ooh.
A large hole is in the ceiling that allows natural light to flow in from a single ray. Looking more like a natural cove than an actual chamber carved into stone. It has a large pool of water in its center. More than 200 feet across.
We're still water walking, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's an hour.
Well, no, actually, you're standing on stone.
No,
now.
but we
The
might be
water-
about
If
to.
it was water, then we could walk on it.
The
Yeah,
walls are
that's
smooth near the edges of near the water's edge, becoming more rough and jagged the higher you look. But the longer you look, you start to see patterns in the rough walls. Large faces are inside the stone. You can't tell if they were carved or naturally formed directly. Some are only a few feet tall, while others look to be almost 50 or larger. All the faces look like a mix between a normal face and a skull underneath it. Very gaunt. A small rocky beach sits along the water's edge in front of you, where the door was opened. In the center of this beach is a long stone dock that reaches to the center of the watery cove, big enough for 3 individuals to walk side by side along it. At the end of the long path is a small semicircular platform about 15 feet across.
Is there a tide in here? Are like the waves crashing against it or anything, or is it still?
There's a little wave bit. There's a little wave action there, just a little bit. Nothing too big. Nothing too big. It's just very minor. But you can see Sedna is just as awed at this. It's a very interesting view. The picture is kind of what you see. Just ignore the boat in the bottom, but think it's this. It's almost as if giants are looking down on you from above, bathed in grayish light from above and darkness below.
Well, you don't see that every day.
No.
Do these look carved or do they look fossilized?
Directly you can't tell. If you wanted to if you wanted to go ahead and check and see, Sesh could probably make a check and look at like the nearest one. Like they're not above you or anything. It looks like it goes around, but you could look at kind of like close one to get some details. You could do like a
That'd be cool.
investigation check for you, Isaac.
Yeah,
Sesh could do an investigation check with advantage.
Okay.
To check that. As
Okay.
well, if you wanted.
Also, just so you know, if Yesenia doesn't mind, she's using him as like a crutch because she's in pain.
I'm just looking at these and going, wow. He's
Does Arwen see anything with detect magic?
That's 2 9s.
2 9s. Detect. You're looking around. And there's nothing directly magical that you can see here. Nothing outwardly magical right now. Though there is a faint magical essence in the center, right in front of where the right beyond where that little circular platform is on the little dockyard. With 9, give me a second here. Let's see. It's a bit too smooth.
Bit too smooth. To be
Carving
carved,
would be carving. There would be bits like like it would if it was carved. There'd be little nicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks almost like it was like clay was pulled into the shape. Like it's very smooth. what
Could
you
it
see.
have been magically carved?
You're not exactly too familiar with magical carving techniques, but magic's
Possibly.
magic. Yeah, magic's magic.
Magic is magic. It looks
Is
a
that
little too smooth for hand carving. Magical carving, maybe?
It's like, wow. Okay. Do we recognize any faces?
Ooh,
It's Gallifrey right up there.
that's a good question.
Or-
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right.
Everyone?
Yeah, if you want to see if you recognize a face, go ahead and.
Owen wants to.
Oh, what are these rolls? Come on!
Oh, I rolled a
Oh,
1.
come on, guys.
I saw a 20 roll up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so," and then it rolled. I don't know. Oh,
I got a 6 and a 6 on my last 2 rolls. I got a 2 plus 4 and a 4 plus 2.
I got an 18.
nice
Alright,
one.
are you making a check as well, Ustenia?
Didn't he already?
Yeah, go on then.
I thought you did already.
Who knows?
Probably. Right now,
Maybe you'll
Session
spot
and I have
something.
similar perception scores, aka 1.
20.
Nice, Ustenia.
Wow.
All right, Arwan, Rivalon, and Ustenia. Basically, anybody who rolled over an 11.
F. F in chat.
F. You look up the vast majority of these. You don't recognize at all.
Right.
But you home in on one of them, a moderately sized face, not the largest. Is Palan the Pious, a younger vestige of him than the images you saw in his tomb. As if maybe it was a far younger version of himself before his transformation into a redemptor.
A Pelon the Pillager.
Yeah. Yes.
fate.
He's very much long hair. Is not carved, but is a part of the stone vestige. Sharper features before before skin began to loosen in his older age. Very, very much like it's a younger version of himself that is less proper. You can definitely tell. But it's a neutral. All the faces are neutral. There's no like malice or anger or anything to that. It's the face. It's like what's a good what am I trying to think of? Like a death mask. You ever seen like a death mask? It's a neutral.
Yeah,
It's a very neutral kind of look to it.
which is what worries me the most.
Yeah. But you see, and probably if you give it a little bit of time to count, there's probably about 200 faces, all in the ceiling.
I want
And-
to start praying,
Yeah.
but I'm going to specifically pray in a language that no one else speaks. And I think
Under your breath.
just as people, just sort of prayers.
For some reason, I'm thinking of that guy from Rogue One.
Oh.
The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force.
kind of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of that. But in the one language I know that no one else speaks.
Yeah.
Celestial.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
muddling under your breath.
Say it. It's not a curse word.
Yeah. But as you're Sedna and Bonla, by the way, they're just as odd as you are. It doesn't look like they were expecting this, or at least definitely not this. But after a minute or two, and looking around, see Sedna kind of tears her eyes away from the imposing faces of the wall and looks down towards the dock and begins taking some steps. And you can hear. Actually, she starts talking to Bonla. Let's see here. check. She's not doing much. Roll. Yeah, everybody can hear it. Because your passive perception will be above that, and she's not necessarily keeping too low. But she's not talking to all of you. She's definitely talking directly to Bonla, who's also walking beside her, and you're, obviously, you're the group. You're the bodyguards that are walking behind. But you can hear her talking to Bonla about, she says, after all this time, I wonder what it's going to be. Keeps walking. And you all heard that.
I wonder if this is all of people, or maybe it's the people on the ships that Perlon went on. And she kind of looks like she's just sort of spitballing.
Can we religion check this place?
That's a good.
As you're walking, yeah, you could, yeah.
Like, can I see if anything jogs my memory? Like, trying to jog if anything of this sort jogs my memory for like religious purposes. In terms of, is this would this naturally be a holy place?
I'll give you advantage on that. I'll give you an assist on that.
Okay.
You're trading religious ideas.
2 natural 20s. Why? Why now?
It's like every other time I roll a religion.
I like how investigation is your wheelhouse and secondary religion, but now it's fucking great.
Well, I'm just gonna take a sip at this and shut up.
No, insight is my wheelhouse. Religion and investigation.
Sesh had some good ideas.
Yeah, we both had some good ideas if it's 220s.
I mean, to be fair,
that's true. That's true. Yeah,
we're both like, oh my god, oh. Conspiracy theory in this.
Give me a second here. Problem is that it doesn't relate to religion. So,
would that tell us in itself what it is, like, almost?
I'll give you some stuff. I'll give you, because you get to get a 20. I'll give you some stuff on this. You got a 20.
I got
but
2.
It's not religious.
I got 2.
Yeah. But it's not religious based.
Okay.
You can definitely tell this isn't based around any type of like religion or type of practice that would do it, because definitely if this was some sort of tomb thing that had to be done with like a particularly powerful or high up individual, it'd probably take a while. Yeah, there's a reason there's only a couple of pyramids that are that big in on Earth, and this is rivaling that kind of work that's been put.
But then again, magic.
It's magic. You got a point. But it doesn't feel religious. What it feels more like is this is meant for a specific purpose. This has been built to channel something in a very specific area for a very specific reason. And although R1 cannot see it, because there's a shitload of stone in the way, because these are all made of stone, it does feel like there's something magical in this place. Like not like in kind of like a nebulous sense. It feels like this is coursing with some magic.
Okay.
As you continue walking forward, and now you're on the dock. Stone dock, made of small stones. And it just stretches out 100 feet forward. And again, it's 3 wide. And almost somewhat unsure if they want to go if she wants to go forward fully or not. She takes like a half step before then going forward more. And again, Bonla's following almost directly beside her, and you're all, I'm assuming, all following.
Yeah. Our one is, at least. I don't know about everyone else.
I'd imagine we're all like 5 or 10 feet behind her, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like there's us. There's the least injured people, then there's me using.
I'm completely healed now, so
my goddamn spleen is still in pieces. So
you walk forward, And you're about 50 feet out into the water at this point, on the dock, and you're walking. And at the platform, about 50 feet ahead, this little 15-foot circle, you see 3 figures rising out of the water. At first, it looks solid, but then it's bathed in a ethereal greenish blue form. And then they settle on the platform.
I cast Speak with Dead.
Alright, so you get Speak with Dead going. It doesn't seem like Sedna stops. She's going forward.
Yeah, I think we just keep moving. I'm still muttering prayers. In an unknown tongue.
The force is with me. I'm one with the force.
I'm
Force
looking
is
at
with me.
these 3 individuals.
I am one with the
Like,
Dawn
I
Father.
cast
Dawn
it.
Father is one
Are
with
they
me.
shrouded in magic?
Do they
Uh,
say anything to me now that I can understand the undead?
They're not themselves magical. They
Okay.
are. I'm not sure how detect magic would work with this. They're not. The process in which they are here is magical, but they are not themselves magical. They are.
Right.
They are a function of the spirit.
Right. Okay.
So that wouldn't. I don't think that would really show up as a
No.
enchant
Okay.
thing like there. Because unless it was necromancy of something that you could, but that would be an actual spell that would do that. So I don't think that would work.
Okay.
So you're
Do
walking.
they talk to me now that I can understand?
No, like I said,
them?
they're about 50 feet. They're about 50 feet away when this happens. And by the way, it's not 3. There's
There's actually 300 of them.
no, hold on.
Well,
There's,
using
God, it's the
speakers
Spartans.
Yep.
there-
Oh shit.
there's actually
They
4.
didn't die
There's 4.
anywhere.
There's 4. There's 4.
Okay.
There's 4 there. But as you keep going, a little bit forward, a couple more steps forward, you hear the waves change a little bit, as if water's lapping off something. And when you look back, you see a ring of the same figures now lining the edge of the beach, looking inward towards the center of the platform. There's close to maybe near 100.
An equal number to how many faces there are in the room?
Close to it, yes.
Mm-hmm. Haha, yes, okay.
But these ones are a bit closer from where you're at right now. And the light's hitting them in a way, and you can tell they're not fully spirits. There's something inside of them. All of them. You see one. It's the skeleton of a person. But the outside is bathed in blue and green and is the spiritual form of the person.
Ooh.
And every time when they're moving, the spirit moves and then the material moves with it. A little
So
bit after.
it's like a force ghost is animating a skeleton.
It's
Yes.
sort of like the form of the witches in Lord of the Whites in Lord of the Rings when you
Yes.
put the ring on.
Yeah, kind of.
Ooh.
But all of them are like that. And then when you look back to the ones in the center, you can tell that's the same thing, though they don't seem to be as skeletal, more preserved. And when you get closer, 3 of them look far more alive than the center one. And when you get within 15 feet, you're just at the edge of the actual straight, and you're getting onto the round platform. You can see clearly now the tortured man, the starving man, standing next to a simple-looking elf. You see the elf is definitely full blood.
It's Gallifar! It's Gallifar! Oh!
He wears simple clothing of a naval trade, only distinguished as some sort of leader by a fine sword sitting by his side, or on his side, and a wide-brimmed hat on his head. Standing to his sides again is the tortured man, a little more lively than the last time you saw him, given the fact that he's breathing,
Is he
or at least
smiling?
looking to breathe. There's no emotion. It's blank. All of them are blank. And then standing next on the opposite side are the two starving men that you encountered on the stairwell. And
All
they
the
stand
people that
motionless.
helped. Okay. I'm hoping that not fucked us in
As
some way.
The last of you get onto the platform. You hear an echoey voice emanate from the figure of the elvish man. But it does not emanate from him specifically. It emanates from the air around. There is no emotion to the words, as if it has been ordained previously and it is now being recited. Though long I have been gone from this world, the fact that you are here speaks that my actions and cause have not. It also shows that one of my blood still walks the earth and still believes in fighting for what's right and just. And he steps forward. And again, this is weirder because the material remains of this man are far more preserved, but still obviously dead. Clothing still is on him in bits and pieces and tatters. And the spirit walks forward, but then the skeleton almost it's like strings are being pulled and it comes with every step. And he gets right in the center of the platform. He's now maybe 10 feet away from the group as a whole, and Sedna is maybe a foot closer, and she's in the center. You have braved hardships and passed the trials of selflessness, and he gestures towards the tortured man, who after a second ceases being. Just well, the spirit part ceases being, and then you see the material crumple into dust, as if it's a construct of some sort.
I pat Isaac on the shoulder.
Generosity gestures towards the two starving. And then after a second, spirits. And then they crumple into dust. Again, constructs. As well as strength and cunning. And he gestures towards the previous room where you can still see the two pools and the we're at. For a second, tick, another step, and then he goes and grabs the sword by his side. The sword, by the way, is spiritual. It is not actually there. It doesn't look like it's actually there. But he doesn't grab it in a draw fashion, but instead like underhand, like he's drawing it with his offhand, and then he's going to do the presenting kind of thing. He's got that. He's presenting it in front of him. And he presents it to Sedna in front of him. Take this gift and go forth. Bring justice to the wicked and evil, and peace and protection to the innocent. Go become the exemplar of justice to the common man, and a specter of shadow to the powerful. I am proud of you. And then it just stands there motionless, presenting this.
Does the skeleton draw a sword as well, or is it just like a motion?
The skeleton makes
no
to
sword?
draw a sword, but
Yeah,
there is no
there's
sword.
no sword.
There. It's just spiritual. There.
Yeah.
It said as you're behind her, so you're not seeing her actual face, but it definitely looks like she's thinking. and Bonla's by you, and he's not hiding it well. He's freaked out, which is weird. He's freaked out at this.
We've never seen him do that. We've never seen him freaked out ever before, even when the
No, you haven't. He fought like a squad of sunken men. And
to be fair, everything that he's fought is physically looking like it's living, so he might just be afraid of ghosts.
I'm a bit afraid of ghosts.
But you see him freaked out. But it's a couple of beats, and you can hear Sedna kind of in a voice, almost an accusatory voice, and she's speaking towards the vestige of Galifar. We'll be done soon, Utari. We'll be done soon, hopefully. Accusatory towards Galifar. "12 years. I had to murder, steal, what? Fucking hell.
Murder, steal, her cell phone
Answer
goes
the
off,
phone.
ruins the fucking...
Damn it! Murder, steal, just to get you. She shakes her head. I guess they weren't just stories. She goes to take the sword.
It's a background
It's a really magical sword.
It's a really magical. She goes to take the sword. Does anybody do anything, by the way? Or are you all just standing back? Or
I'm giving Bonla a pat and like reaffirming him. It's cool. Don't worry.
no, I'm just want to double check before.
I'm braced. No, I'm braced.
Braced.
Yeah, I'm
She
braced.
goes to take the spectral sword. When she grabs it, I get it. You're wanting to call me. God damn it! It won't leave me alone. She wants to go grab the sword, and as she does, and pulls it away from the hands of Galifar, a real sword materializes.
Oh.
It is a heavy, long, straight-backed sword, like a Napoleonic cavalry saber.
Yeah.
Like Kurosawa kind of thing. Think like that, like basket hilted, big, heavy. And she's got it in her hands. She's looking at it, looking up this ghost of Galifar. It's really weird because there's no eyes in the skeleton,
Yeah.
but there's eyes in the spirit that's out there. So it's like this weird dual vision there. Once the sword has been taken, a booming voice comes across. It's still Galifar, or what you think is Galifar. I'm going to say just Galifar, so you probably all come to that conclusion. A booming voice, louder than before. "Take this and bring fire to the wicked." And then you all start feeling a wind start to come across the cavern. Just going across, and it's starting to pick up. Sedna's just standing there. Bonla's looking kind of freaked out. And he continues to whip up. And just whip faster and faster. And you start seeing. You look back at the shoreline. Every time the wind comes across, a spirit is torn from one of the skeletons and gets brought up into this wind, and it starts to make a form. It was transparent before, but now the wind is starting to take on a spectral blue and green color.
They gotta
And it
rush
gets
the sword.
Faster. It gets faster and faster, and every time it goes across, every couple of seconds, another spirit is taken from a vestige, and the interior drops as if a puppet's strings are cut, just drops, ragdoll. And it keeps going and going, and it's getting faster.
Perhaps we go now, Sedna.
she's just holding that, and she's just staring at him. She's looking at the sword, and she keeps going. And every couple of seconds, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then part of the spiritual form of this wind hits one of the faces. And takes a part of it, just takes it away. It ceases being.
Perhaps we go now, Sedna.
Starts taking a half step back.
Galafar's not there.
Back.
You've got what you came for. Let's just go.
Okay. So you start. Are you doing anything to actually physically take her?
No, I'm just trying. I'm just Elrond versus Isildur trying to destroy it.
Okay. All right.
With the hand and everything, like the.
Bonla's too freaked out. He doesn't do well with spirit stuff.
I grabbed Bonla by the arm.
I'll catch
Bye,
you
buddy.
later.
Okay.
All right.
See you later,
Sorry, man. Doesn't do well with spirit stuff. But as you start taking Bonla and you start going by, you see the water now being taken up by the storm and cutting off your exit on the dock bit.
We can walk on water.
Well, now it's a wall. It's starting to come up like a funnel.
Oh shit.
And up. And you can see the water start to drain out of the actual interior portion as it's being drawn up, and the wind gets stronger and stronger. Instead of now looking around, now suddenly snapped out of her haze. I don't understand. I don't know what's. She's looking at.
We gotta go.
The vestige.
Run.
And she's going. Where'd we go?
Out the way we came.
Keeps going and going.
We're already running out the door. Like all of us are running.
Like I said, there's a
Arwen's
wall of
standing
water.
still. Arwen's not moving. He's writing this all down.
Is it has it?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
you say the water level's going down? Yes.
The water in the pool, like the 200-foot big, like pool that's in the center, is the water's line's
It's
going
going
down
like
because
that.
it's being sucked up. Yeah, it's going like that now.
So
it's
has a new doorway appeared anywhere?
No, it has not. Though, actually, give me a perception check. Give me a quick perception check. Give me,
Yeah. I'm going.
You
Fuck!
want us to roll one
Back
or
on another 4. So apparently the
Rivalon
one day
gets it.
where religion's good is not good for anything else.
Rivalon gets it and Sesh gets it. You look down, and maybe about 75 feet below the stone platform that you're standing on right now, you can see the top of a mast of a ship. And there is nothing holding up the platform. It looks to be magically or some sort of like material is holding it. There's nothing like keeping it planted to the actual base of the bottom of this pool. Everything like that.
Okay.
Unlike
It's
it's just a straight.
So what's her face? Grab her arm and start bringing her towards the ship.
Well, the ship is underneath you.
Yeah.
It's underneath
so
you
we
about
go to the
75
mast
feet.
and go down. Climb down the mast.
Okay, it would be you will be dropping 75 feet straight down. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you are.
We can see the mast. Therefore, if we can see the mast, we can climb down the mast.
The top of the mast is 75 feet below
Yeah, you
us.
can see it because you're looking down, I think is
You're
what you
looking
mean.
down. The water level has gone down and it's draining the interior because it's being drawn up into a water funnel around you. You're in the center of a water funnel is what's going on right now. For painting the picture, you're in the center of a water funnel. The water that was originally in the pool is being drawn up into that, which means the water level has gone down enough that you see the top of a mast, but it is still
And
about
jump into the
75
water.
feet. You could do that. But every round, another face is being wiped away from the interior of the chamber, and wiped away, and wiped away, and wiped away.
There's a hole in the top, right?
Yeah, there's a big hole in the top, maybe about 50 feet across. It's bringing in light. All right. I've got a timer going, guys. So this is the thing. So as you're standing around trying to figure out what's going on, it looks to get to like its zenith of speed, and the last face is torn away, and then you see Galifar kind of reach out, and then you see his spirit get torn away from the body. and then he collapses.
Okay.
And then all of the water stops going around in a circle. It's going around and around and around, but now as it's going around one time, it stops in like a wall. Like it forms like a bigger and bigger collection. And then it strikes at one of the walls specifically. And you see daylight on the side. A huge 100-foot tall chasm opens, maybe 80 feet wide, and light pours in. And then the water starts pouring down, and you hear
Brings the
grinding
ship up.
noise. And you start seeing a ship come up from below. It is a 3-masted elvish galleon.
It's Galafar's ship.
And it has elvish writing on the side. Does anybody speak Elven?
Yes.
It's called the
I'm
Siren
an elf.
Scream. Its name is the Siren Scream.
What's Sedna's reaction to this?
She's looking around, and when she looks at Galifar when he reaches out before being torn away, and there's no emotion in her face that you can detect. But she's looking at him like, what happens? And she, by the way, she's holding the sword this whole time. And then when the ship starts coming up, she looks over to it, and she looks over to Bond. And she looks over to all of you.
And I say that ship's called the Siren Scream.
Which you've all heard the legend, because you were told it.
It's Galafar's ship,
then you
yes.
it's Galafar's flagship. That was his original ship, or his flagship, which was his original trade ship name, then put onto a bigger ship. She looks to all of you. Your contract's done. Bonla.
Wait. You're helping us out of here first, correct?
She points to the path that you all came down originally. For you can see it's still open, going back. Then Bonla's ruffling around in his haversack, his backpack, and takes out a very heavy-looking sack.
I guess
hands it
I'd be
over.
next to him. So
Hands it over to Sesh. Should be an extra 200 on top of our agreed-upon amount. I think that'll be enough. Don't talk about what you ever saw here to anyone.
don't go getting yourself killed. She says that to both of them.
Don't worry. I think we'll be alright.
Is the sword magical?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it appeared out of nowhere. So.
Well, yeah, but
Fairly sure it's magical.
Now it's a little quiet.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
let
go.
me let me rephrase. What kind? Like, can I see what kind of magic is on it?
It's a +2.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. It's +2. It's a +2, and it has another effect to it. But I'm gonna say that's it.
Right.
You wouldn't know that because it also needs to be attuned for that to come by. But she says, "I think we'll be fine. We have to get our crew back, and we have a company to burn."
Oh. Okay. I bet you're glad I saved those people now. I jest. Good luck.
Thank you for help.
If we ever run into each other, a drink would be nice, don't you think? I said it to both of them again.
Bonla smiles.
Oh, Bonla smiled, guys.
I made Bonla smile.
Bonla has
I
more
will-
chance with Sesh than Arwen does.
I reach into my backpack, and I pull out that stone portrait of Sedna, and I hand it to her.
She takes it, looks at it. Thank you. Now you should get out of here. Your horses and dog should still be at the entrance.
All right, bye.
And she just, yeah, she turns around and like, Bonla's looking at you and just like, seeing what you're gonna do. But then Sedna's looking up at the ship and it's just slowly rocking, this huge galleon in the water, and it's weird. It doesn't look wet at all.
Magic, yo.
Yeah.
Magic. And it's a huge ship. It's multiple decks, and it's got a whole bunch of ballista.
Has it
I
got
want to
40
perception the rocks. Is Sedna's face up there now?
You look up at the rocks. It's a bare cove.
Okay, cool.
And by the way, when you look at the sky, you see bright sunlight, not a gray sky.
Hey.
Is there 40 cannons on this ship?
No, it's there was no black powder.
It's a Queen Anne rip.
It's scorpion. They're scorpions. They're
It's 40 scorpions. That'll count. That's I don't know.
it's that or more. This thing is a monster of a ship. But
Behave yourselves, and we all leave, I guess.
Yeah, we turn around and walk away.
start
I've
shuffling.
already
You
gone.
now have you have the 700. What was it? 700 that you needed to be paid.
750, wasn't it? It was
750.
750.
Seven
Plus
fifty
200 on
200.
top of that.
Yeah.
Plus 200 on that. So you now have so that's 750 plus 200 is math.
950.
950. So I'm gonna put that in your party sheet.
Yeah, we can
You
sort out the
guys-
math later when we get back.
Yeah,
to
you can sort it out whenever Denny's actually here.
Yeah.
But you start you start on your way. It's 950. Is it? Yeah, 950. Plus the 475 you got already. So yeah, you start on your way back, and what essentially occurs is there is no water to impede you or anything. It's just empty. There's obviously you still see the writhing, fanged serpents in the water that's lower, but you go back down the stairways. They're salty smell and damp, but you keep going and you go all the way back. And you're able to exit out. The doors open into the fresh air. And again, it is a clear day in what used to be a very, very, how do I say, a very bleak,
Dreary.
Moggy.
dreary beach is now a bright, sunny day. And I think, if there's anything, unless there's anything else you want to guys talk about or do, we can end that here for today.
I
Yeah.
think that's perfectly picturesque, Roach.
Yeah.
All right, so if you've enjoyed this stream, don't forget to catch us next week for when we'll be back, 7:30 BST.
Act 4. That was the end of Act 3.
End of Act 3. As always, thank you to Commissar Roach, who is not visible on your screen right now because the webcams are all fucked up after Otari left. But Commissar Roach was the DM for this, and me and Rival on our streams. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.